Gang of misfits and dope addicts are here.
Sorry, the buttons are right next to each other.
So
Sometimes we just never learn, huh?
Mr. Whipple never lies in Morgan.
Oh, no.
Never
Not Mr.
has
Whipple.
told a lie
No.
in Morgan.
Morgan.
I remember when that. I remember that when that song seemed really just out there
Yeah, kind of.
and kind of kind of scary and kind of like, oh my God, but it can't be that bad. And I remember feeling disquieted by that song.
Like, why would you even write a song like that? That's not that.
I can't.
Not something that ever happens.
No. I thought things were bad back then.
Oh.
I thought things were really bad when he did that. And now I look at that song and go, are you cute? You are so cute.
Henry Rollins.
Yes.
The Rollins Band.
Rollins Band.
And I assume this is all in response to the Donald Trump State of the Union variety show.
No. No particular reason.
Uh-huh.
It was kind of an earworm that started last night at around 6 or so.
And went on for an hour and 47 minutes.
Yeah. Just a little earworm.
Was it the longest earworm in the history of earworms?
Woke up with it,
Yeah.
It was his birthday.
Some people are saying it's the greatest earworm.
Well, I now, but I'm thankful. I really am thankful because I now know why I am so GD tired all the time. Because I'm tired. It's the winning. It's the winning that is exhausting me.
You're tired of the winning.
I'm exhausted by the winning.
That's what he said, right?
Donald Trump's State of the Union variety show.
Yep.
I didn't watch it. I watched.
I didn't either.
I watched an old episode of Homeland.
Good idea.
For between, I think, 7 and about 8 o'clock. Now, as I understand, the State of the Union address was supposed to start at 7. I guess it did. So I thought, well, now I'm going to go to bed. And I usually listen to a little radio or podcast or something before I go to bed, or as I'm getting ready for bed. And so I turned on my device, and he's still talking. What in God? What?
Because if you put a microphone and a camera in front of him, he will not shut up.
An hour and 47 minutes.
Yep.
Breaking the previous record for the longest State of the Union speech ever. Now, I heard two different things. I heard the longest previously was his was a State of the Union he did in his first term.
Yeah.
But then somebody else said today, Bill Clinton did one that was, an hour and some odd minutes.
Pivot back to Henry Rollins for a second,
Yes.
because it was his birthday a couple days ago.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Did you get him anything?
I did not.
Oh. If I'd known, I would have.
It's just if people don't know, he'd done a lot of solo stuff, but he
Spoken
was
word stuff.
But he was the front man for Black Flag,
And then the
Rollins Band.
Yeah.
He does a lot of, like Bill said, like spoken word stuff, poetry.
He used to be on like panel shows like Bill Maher and stuff a lot. I don't know if he still is, but
He has a massive record collection, apparently.
see, how old is he? I'm looking. I got it right here
He's
somewhere.
about 60.
Oh, I didn't know this. The character of Negan in Walking Dead was inspired by Henry Rollins, who auditioned to play
Oh, he would have
Negan.
been good.
Yeah.
before it went to Jeffrey Dean Morgan's.
It's
great.
hard, yeah.
Oh, now he's done. Now that I think about it, Henry Rollins has done some acting. He's been in
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. He's 65. Oh, he can get Social Security now.
There you go.
You don't think of Henry Rollins as
See,
being a senior.
he's 65. I'll bet. You know what? I bet he's on Medicare. I'll bet you. Because insurance is awful. Medicare's a little better.
Well, and when you're when you're a musician, there's not a good medical
yeah,
plan.
exactly.
For that. There's no dental.
No.
There's no vision.
A lot of musicians don't make it to Medicare.
No.
Oh, God. Well, there you go. The Rollins Band and the Donald Trump State of the Union variety show. It was astonishing. The descriptions that I heard of it. Instead of presidents do this in their State of the Union. They invite people and they say, and here, stand up, please, and this person did this, and supporter of mine, and da da da. And all presidents have done that for a long time. Donald Trump invited them from off stage onto the stage, and now here is, and they would walk out.
It's a TV show.
It's his variety show. He's the MC, and he was in his element, and he's also obsessed with blood and gore and pain and torture. Obsessed with it.
What did he say about that?
So this is the helicopter pilot that when they got Maduro, and he was grievously wounded. Bullets, three bullets right into his body. Blood running out of his body. Blood, so much blood. It was running down the aisle of the Chinook helicopter that he was piloting. But still he pushed on, all that blood gushing. And the people in the back of the helicopter, they knew that he was grievously wounded because they could see the blood pouring down the floor. And then, I mean, Jesus, come on. Sorry.
Some people are saying it's the greatest blood. They come up to me and they say, sir, with tears in their eyes.
Yep.
It's the greatest blood.
That greatest blood ever shed for this great country.
Yes.
I start getting a little angry, and then I have to stop myself and think, it's frightening, but it's hilarious. It is just, so mostly Republicans in the audience. I think about a third of the Democrats didn't come, and they just cheer wildly for this slobbering, blabbering nonsense that's coming out of his mouth, and they cheer wildly for it, not noticing that he has a very limited vocabulary, That's why he says the same things over and over again.
Well, he's not a well-read person.
People are saying, and I'm hearing that I have the worst vocabulary. I'd say it's even worse than what people are saying.
It could be the worst ever. Anyhow, that was last night, and
Yeah.
and good luck, everybody.
Yes.
Good luck.
This has been Farting Around with Carrie, Bill, and Gina on X96 Radio from Hell.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. But that is why I am so tired of winning. I can't stand it. We're going to take a break here. Then we'll come back, and if you have any further observations or you want to chat, you can call us up. Maybe you need to pour out your soul, and maybe you need to confess what a horrible person you've been. 877-602-9696 is the number. Check in with us. It's the confession line. It's a line where you can just say good morning. It's anything you want it to be. 877-602-9696, or you can text us 33986.
Larson, HVAC and plumbing.
So that you've got that one drain in your house,
That one, oh, I've got two actually.
and you're like, God, this again? I gotta
It's
go to
beard hair in there.
the store and get some Drano
No.
and pour
No.
it down. No, stop that cycle. Get Larson out to your house
And shave your beard.
and find out why that drain doesn't, drain. It's probably a problem that requires a camera to go down and have a look at what's going on.
I wonder if you
Larson,
can get a video of it.
yeah,
That'd be cool.
probably. They'll send a camera through the drain, get the answers you need, and then they'll get the drain working again. They've been at all of our houses. I haven't had them do this, but had them put in a new on-demand water heater, which I love. Had a heat pump put in. They're just great people. For the month of February, X96 listeners can get a drain scoped for $49. You can get the problem fixed before it gets worse. Go to larsonhvac.com/X96 for more information, or give them a call, 801-930-5450, and mention X96 today.
I have to go over to the stairwell here and tell Chainsaw Guy that we're ready for him.
To come over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
All
so
right.
I'll do that.
So this is usually it's a best question of the week, but this week it's Chainsaw Guy is going to be answering questions from you, our listeners. So Katie has some emailed with Chainsaw Guy. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm right here, ready to go.
All right. Well, then let's start.
Hey, wait, who's that?
That's Katie.
Oh, hey, Katie.
Long time no see.
I love Katie. You love haunted houses, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Well, we've worked together, actually, Katie. I was the chainsaw guy at your haunted house when you worked over there at the Nightmare on 13.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, I got a couple questions for you, sir.
Okay.
So this one comes from Derek. It says, I know everyone is sick of hearing about COVID and the issues of mask wearing, but you being a person who wears a mask that I would assume would wear it always, what do you have to say to those people who believe this ridiculous idea that people cannot function normally with masks on?
Well, I don't know about functioning normally, but I know that mask wearing is very important. Because I think I can sit there and go, and I think if you find out an apple and you can put your eye down with something, or if you don't put your eye down with something, you might take a bite. You gotta be careful, or something cool, you'll make a mask on us, and then you get on the mask, you can anywhere, we can have it back. You can, but you've got to be careful. And let's be very careful. And watch out for the build-up of mold.
Oh.
Build-up of
Mold.
what?
Mold. Behind the mask, you get some mold occasionally.
All right. All right. I got another question then.
Yeah.
So what sort of advice could you give a guy who spent all of his rent money on lottery tickets, and now that rent is coming up and all of his money is in Chevron, he has no idea what to do?
Tough. Next question.
Next question.
I don't have anything to say about that. Come on.
You don't have anything to say about that?
No. No.
That's
You
it?
got to build up of mold.
All right, final question, sir.
Okay, I'm ready. Wait a minute.
Do you have a favorite chili recipe?
Do I ever? I'm telling you, what you do is you take your cans home and you get your can of fiddle. And then, when you put them and tilt and turn and turn, and then you take your cans off and and then take my favorite recipe is the cans home, and then you have, and then take a bag of freedom, and empty them, and then it's a Denison's. Delicious Denison's
All right.
canned chili.
Well, Chainsaw Guy, I know you've been super busy. This is your busy time of year, and for you to take just a few minutes with us every year at Halloween, it doesn't feel like Halloween unless we talk to you, and you are always so helpful and have great advice.
Well, thank you. I've got to go back and work on. I'm remodeling my rec room, you know.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I got to go back to work on that. I built a display case for all of my old Playboy magazines, and now I'm going to build a little rack where I put all my Perry Como records.
Perry Como
Perry
records.
Como. Listen, you put on a Perry Como and open a Playboy. Can of Denison's and I'm set.
Okay.
See you later.
Happy Halloween,
Happy
Chainsaw Guy.
Halloween, sir.
All right, 6:21. Let's get this over with.
You betcha. We will officially begin the program, and then we'll take your check-ins. 877-602-9696 is the number. 877-602-9696. Just call, check in with us, say hi. You can also text us if you prefer to do that. It's 33986.
You go.
The moon is 61. You could have added boy. You go, boy. How about that?
You go, boy.
Thank you. That's good. The moon is 61.9% of full. It is a waxing gibbous moon. The moon will rise today at 11:47 a.m. Today being Wednesday. It's the 25th day of February in the year of our Lord Jesus Christ, 2026. It's Pink Shirt Day. Oh. In some places, people will wear pink shirts to signify a stand against bullying. It hasn't caught on a lot, but it's kind of it's a sort of newish thing.
If they'd promote it better,
Yeah.
I would have.
It's Let's All Eat Right Day, the birthday of Adele Davis, famous nutritionist, author, and game changer in the nutrition movement. You've probably heard it said, eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, and dinner like a pauper. That's Adele Davis.
Oh.
It's National Chocolate-Covered Nut Day. You know, sometimes you feel like a chocolate-covered nut, and then sometimes you don't. And it's Pistol Patent Day, to commemorate the day that Samuel Colt received the patent for the revolver in 1835. All right. And this is an all-new edition of the show that has words, the best words, not the longest words, but good words. Some say words of wisdom. It's Radio from Hell, starring the Lords of Morning Radio. It's Kerry Jackson right there, putting on his work hat. I'm Bill Allred. Good morning. Good morning. It's Gina Barberi over there. Bonjour, Madame.
I haven't been a mademoiselle.
Yeah, you're a mad. You're actually going beyond being a madame. You're a madam, practically. And you're a ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Does it bug you if people call you ma'am in public?
I don't care.
You don't care. It's Katie for short, right behind me. She's our executive producer, the best producer, really the best producer ever. Some say, never mind.
People are saying.
Yeah, and I'm hearing. And then there's Dawson. We don't have anything to say about him.
Oh, no. We
And
love you.
Hudson is probably here, lurking in the back. And there's the dog, Vax, extremely tired after his long walk from the car to the studio.
Yep.
Sleeping. Okay.
All right.
Check-ins, 877-602-9696 or text 33986.
Egg is barely moving.
Egg?
Egg from Ogden.
Oh, Ogden egg.
I love Liar. Great way to start the morning. The music makes me feel like I'm in a fever dream. DJ from Ogden. Let's see. I didn't watch that decade-old rerun last night.
Yeah, it really was not anything new.
Sleepless in Sandy.
Did you see Gumby there? A.R.L.O. Gumby checking in. He recounts a time when he met Henry Rollins outside of Deviate on the sidewalk.
I believe that.
And had a long conversation with him. And I remember people saying that about him. That his shows, he liked to talk to people and the fans and stuff and mingle.
Mixer driver Shane checking in from Orem. Let's see. Sketchy Blake of Ogden checking in. Lance of Vineyard checking in. Perfect song. His nose grew longer than his silly red tie.
People were all abuzz because Barron Trump was there, who looks like a sort of elongated version of Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And he was wearing a blue tie.
Well.
A blue
Is that controversial?
tie. He should have been wearing a red tie like his daddy.
Let's see. Zane of Dallas checking in. Have you seen John Wick 4? If not, what's the email for things that must go? All right.
Radio from hell at x96.com. Yeah, send us your things that must go. We'll be doing those in about a half hour.
All right. Jamaica John checking in. That first song just kick-started my heart. Love it. Let's see. Meshach of Erda checking in. I'm exhausted from the extremely demoralizing government we are currently under.
I'm exhausted for all the winning we've been doing.
Mike in Nashville checking in. Let's see. Good morning. Gummy is the word for the drinking game in the Richens trial. I don't know.
Corey Richens' trial, but why Gummy?
Don't know.
Something to do with some evidence in the trial.
Let me look.
Let's see. Perry City listener checking in. My son Keaton is heading to work with me today for a job shadow assignment and to talk to some architects. He's actually up early enough to hear this. Please say hi. Hello, Keaton.
Now, whose kid is it?
Perry City listener.
Okay. Good morning.
Calvin from the Dell checking in. Johnny B checking in. Good morning from Ashland, Oregon. I appreciated the choice of song today. It was appropriate.
You should watch the video for that song, too.
Yeah.
Henry Rollins' band, I'm a Liar.
Kira and Andy. Dr. Neil. Chef Roy. Let's see. Mikel of Reno checking in, trying to decide if I should cancel my trip to Cancun.
I think,
If you can.
Yeah, Cancun has not been having as much problem, but they have had some. Actually, I think I heard the airport was closed at one point.
Cancun Cozumel is where Mikel is going.
If you go to the travel.state.gov, there's a section called travel restrictions.
Look out.
Or
Watch out.
Mexico is at a level 2 exercise increased caution. So there's levels 1, 2, 3, and 4. Number 1 is normal.
Oh, okay.
Number 2, increased caution. Number 3 is reconsider travel, and number 4 is do not travel. And actually, there's a map there, and you can look at the places you're.
The trouble spots.
Yeah. So
Some parts are okay.
Some parts are okay. Most parts are not exercise normal precautions.
I heard Mexico City's okay.
Some of them are. Yeah, I go check that out. Yeah, everything. Baja California, Sonora, Chihuahua are all reconsider travel.
Let's see. Government worker Alan, bus driver Choi, Spencer and Alyssa, Emilio, Rose Park, Sydney, checking in. Meduk Jack checking in from Eagle Mountain, Utah's Florida. Kelly and the Shih Tzus, Tim the Tree Guy, Monty the Mailman, Tristan from most west of Jordan's, Graham Linz checking in from the land of Bountiful, Dave of Westbrook, Woodworker Willie, Brandon and Santaquin. Looks like everybody's here. Sergeant D checking in, Colorado Tony. All right, traffic, please.
Did you see Right Wing Wade in there anywhere?
You know what, I didn't.
Let's see. Oh, no, there he is.
Oh, he did show.
Happy Wednesday, Right Wing Wade checking in from I-15. Both lanes and directions moving along well. I agree with you, Wade. That's what I'm seeing on the UDOT cameras. But if you see anything else, like Sergeant D checking in from I-215, damp roads, no rain, traffic moving freely, stuff like that, yeah, you can let us know via text at 33986.
All right. Coming up after these messages and a song, it's Big Boy News and Frank Christ Presents. They're fine. They're just fine. All in the same break. At 7 o'clock, it's your list of things that must go. If you still have some for us, email them. radiofromhell@x96.com. Put the word must go in the subject line, and then your must go in the body of the email, of course. radiofromhell@x96.com. Dr. Josh Davis will be here as well, talking about your puppies and your kitties. Boner of the day, Beat Gina, all on the way. Come up. Stand by for all of that.
You want to see my bowling shoes?
You brought up the word moist, Nick, as being a word that some people don't like. They don't like the sound of it. It kind of gives them the creeps. And some guy in the chat room sent this list, moist and 28 other gross-sounding English words that everyone hates.
All right. Well, it's a list, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Radio from Hell with another list, because people love a good list. X96.
This is from something called the Thought Catalog, and I don't agree with most of this. I mean, there are some words that I kind of go, ugh.
All right.
But moist is not one of them. Number 2, blog. These are words that get under some people's skin. Number 3, lugubrious.
What does that even mean?
It means sluggish and slow.
Okay.
Yoke. Number 4, yoke. That's fine.
Sure.
Number 5, gurgle. It's fine. There are 2 number 5s here for some reason. Phlegm.
Phlegm.
Phonetically, it's
I
fine.
mean, I don't care for phlegm, but it's a thing, but the word is okay.
It's fun to say.
Fetus. Now, here's a word. I kind of don't like this word. Curd.
Curd?
Curd.
I don't mind curd.
Like large curd.
That's a fun word.
Large curd.
It's a good insult.
Smear. Yeah.
Wait,
I don't mind smear.
yeah, what's wrong with smear?
Squirt.
It's one of my favorite beverages.
Yeah.
Chunky.
Chunky?
Oh, that's a good pet name, right? Like, oh, look at that little chunky boy.
Number 12, maggots.
Yeah.
Now here's one. Viscous.
Viscous.
It's viscous.
It's fun to say.
I like it for the reason people dislike that word. It attacks with the tip of your tongue, right?
Queasy.
Queasy.
Bulbous.
Bulbous is that one's kind
Now
of.
here's a pretty good one. This is kind of a creepy word. Pustule.
Yeah.
I think that's the first word you've said in this whole list that might elicit a physical reaction from me.
Pustule.
Yeah.
Is that a pustule?
Yeah.
Ooh. And is that pustule festering?
Festering.
Fester.
Is good too,
Fester.
yeah.
And
Okay, those two are good.
And does it secrete something?
Secretion.
Okay, those 3 are pretty.
Yeah.
And then we go to 19, munch.
No.
I don't mind munch.
Not
20.
at all.
Now 20. I don't know why, but I've never cared for this word. I don't like to say panties. I don't.
think it's a funny word.
I don't know why, but I just don't like to say the word panties.
Why? It's taboo, maybe,
No, I
to some
don't-
degree?
I don't
Or
know. I don't know. Like, why can't we just say underwear? You know,
well, we have boxers, so what's wrong with panties?
well, there's a difference.
I guess.
Are you wearing panties?
What if I am?
I don't care. Number 21, clogged.
Clogged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 22, again, these are English words that people don't like to say, don't like the sound of them. Vomit,
Vomit is, yeah, that's
jowls.
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 It's not a gross word.
I would say vomit, back to vomit.
Yeah.
On its own, fine. Vomitus.
Vomitus.
That's where you.
That's got some oomph
yeah,
behind it.
you're adding
yeah.
some
No. Number 24, dripping.
dripping. No.
25, roaches. Roaches?
Roaches.
Roaches?
Yeah.
Just bugs. That's one maybe. 27, mucus.
Mucus is a good one.
Phlegm, I think, is worse than mucus.
You think phlegm
Yeah. I'm a phlegm guy over a mucus,
or a mucus?
bro.
I think if you say mucus with a B, bucus, you know, like you have a cold.
Yeah.
Bucus.
a lot of mucus in my
Oh, I have so much bucus.
Like,
This one, I don't like this word either. Slacks. You wearing slacks?
what don't you like about it? The
I don't know.
imagery
It's
or
just,
the
I don't know.
phonetics?
what about dungarees?
Yes, it's pretty bad too. You can just say pants. You don't have to say, I'm going to wear some slacks. And why are they slacks? I don't understand
Because
that.
they're not jeans.
Yeah,
I
but it's
guess.
not a gross word, right? Is that gross to you?
Yeah. Slurp.
Slurp.
Yeah, and I think that's the end of the list.
Slurp.
Slurp.
Now, see, if we were a real Good Morning show,
Yeah.
we would have been overreacting to most of those, and we didn't.
No.
No.
It's
This was a perfect opportunity to, have some sort of viral thing going where we're all going,
yeah. No, it's to me most of the. I mean, they're just words.
Well, there was those three bangers back there.
Yeah.
yeah,
Right? Of the, bulbous, pustule, and fester.
Secrete.
and secrete.
That's very biblical.
Bulbous.
Right? They're gross, and then it implies like a
Pustule.
plague.
Bulbous pustule.
A texter disappointed that the word crotch isn't in there.
Crotch.
Crotch.
It's not a very. It's not a very. I mean, it's just
Deserves to be there before jowls. What's gross about jowls?
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd replace jowls with crotch.
Yeah, probably. I would too. Now I have words I really like saying, but I don't get an opportunity to say them very often. One of my favorite words is cudgel.
Cudgel is
Yeah,
good.
but when are you ever going to say, I'm going to go get my cudgel and let you have it?
Remind me what a cudgel is?
It's like a little it's a stick. It's a
Like
beat
a
thing.
club.
Yeah,
Oh,
a
yeah,
club,
I just
to beat
Googled
people
it.
with.
Yeah.
A cudgel.
Nick says impale.
Yeah, it's not gross. It's violent, right?
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. Not a lot of those words were necessarily
Somebody
gross.
says they hate the word throbbing.
Throbbing, huh?
Dole whip.
Oh, come on now.
Roses? No, come on.
No.
Oh, that's something different. The
Because we
crotch.
can't have our own texting
That's right,
program
yeah.
is why.
Yeah, crotch is not because it's just kind of a crude sort of.
Not over jowls, though. Jowls doesn't belong on there.
No.
That's one thing we agree on.
How about jowly?
Jowly?
You're rather jowly,
Yeah.
meaning you have jowls.
Sure.
Oh,
Awfully
here's-
close to jolly. So
Here's one. Discharge.
yeah. There you
Yeah,
go.
discharge.
Discharge should be on there.
It's vague enough and medical enough. It lets
Yeah.
your mind wander.
Oh, sputum.
Sputum?
Sputum should be on that list. Yeah.
How do you spell that?
SPUTUM.
Sputum.
A mixture of saliva and mucus coughed up from
Yeah.
the respiratory tracts.
Yeah, it's it's when you spit a gob, it's usually sputum.
Sputum.
One of those.
Oh, Mateo. Gristle.
Gristle.
Yeah, gristle.
Wasn't there a band? Yeah, there was a band called Throbbing Gristle.
Throbbing gristle. Gristle's a good one.
Gristle is pretty. Yeah. Penetrate.
Not
That's all right.
gross.
Nah,
It's
nah.
dirty.
No, it's not dirty. You hear it during a football game all the time. They had to penetrate the interior line.
All right. Well, that's.
We hope you'd enjoyed another list with Radio from Hell on X96.
There you go. All right. Well,
Good list.
we will.
This is really high level of entertainment there.
I think so.
High class.
Yeah, this show is so political.
I know.
Tammy won, and Anthony won. Big W's.
All right, 6:40. It is time for some big boy news and opinioendo. Now, right after that, it's Frank Christ presents They're Fine, They're Just Fine. It is the Dead Celebrity Game. We're going to give you a list of 4 celebrity names. 3 of those celebrities, just fine. One of them is dead. When you pick the dead one correctly, you will win
Tickets to see Jimmy Eat World.
Jimmy Eat World tickets at 877-602-9696. That's the number to call to get those tickets to see Jimmy Eat World. Right after this, big boy news and opinioendo, brought to you by
Jimmy Eat World, coming to town July 22nd at Sandy Amphitheater with support from Motion City Soundtrack and Illuminati Hotties. Tickets are on sale now. You can go to x96.com for more information.
And always remember, don't ever forget.
The views expressed on X96's Radio from Hell show do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Broadway Media, its management, owners, or advertisers.
This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
Well, we know who Ryan Coogler is.
Yes.
Yes.
Sinners.
Directed Sinners. Directed
Just
Black
directed,
Panther.
wrote it, and then...
Did he do Black Panther, right? And
Yes.
He's anyway. He's. I think this is fascinating. I didn't know this.
He just did Wonder Man.
Wonder Man. He did that.
Yeah.
Hulu is has ordered a pilot of an X-Files reboot.
Yep.
With him to do it.
Cool. He'd be great at that.
Yeah, you would think.
I mean, because if you think about it, Sinners is kind of X-File-y.
Mm-hmm.
You could see that as an episode of X-Files.
So it'd be now I'm not familiar with the actress Danielle Deadwyler. She's already cast for one of the leads. The plot would follow the 2 highly decorated but vastly different FBI agents who form an unlikely partnership investigating unexplained phenomenon cases. Okay, Coogler.
They will not be Mulder and Scully.
No, I wouldn't think so. Coogler will write, direct, executive produce, along with original series creator Chris Carter. This marks the first complete reboot of the beloved sci-fi series, which originally ran 9 seasons on Fox and had some pretty interesting. Some of them were just like, okay, no, I don't. Sometimes the X-Files was really dull, but a lot of times it was just like, what just happened there?
It was like 50-50 for me.
Yeah, probably about that. Well, let's see. Move on to serious matters here now. The imam of the Utah Islamic Center was the alleged target. Well, he's got bullet holes in his damn car. How does that make it alleged?
Yeah.
He was the target of a drive-by shooting in Sandy on Monday, police share. Why does that make me so mad? I mean,
I'm sure a journalism professor would explain to you why you have to do that.
I don't. Okay. The Sandy Police Department said an unidentified male suspect in a vehicle shot several times at Imam Shoaib, the Muslim leader who was in another vehicle at 7th West and 90th South. Police said that the imam's vehicle was hit by multiple rounds. Not allegedly. It was hit by multiple rounds. but he was not injured. He spoke with police officers investigating the shooting. Although police didn't specifically identify the imam by name, the Utah Islamic Center confirmed that he was the victim in this incident. He parked or came up next to me, came out of his car, and what we later learned, 8 bullet cases were found. 8 shots were fired at my car, said the imam. All 8 hit the car because he's not in front shooting at me. Sandy police said that they've been in communication with the FBI regarding the shooting and are working all leads and using multiple resources to identify a suspect and a motive.
There's lots of pictures of the car, but I don't think they got the license plate.
Of the car, the other car, not the imam's car. But when something like this happens, it's definitely a shock, and we all pull our available resources together to solve these types of crimes, said Sergeant Michael Olson with the Sandy Police Department. During the incident, all the imam could think was, why would someone want to do this to me?
I drive past the Islamic Center on 7th East on my way to work every day.
Mm-hmm.
And this morning there's one of those police cameras.
It's been there for a while, though.
I only noticed it today.
Yeah, no, I've seen it there before. They've been keeping an eye on the place for a while. Donald Trump launched a new website selling his own branded watches, with one design bizarrely named Trump's Red Beauty, Fight, Fight, Fight. The prices are steep, ranging from an exorbitant $100,000 to a not cheap $499, and the advertisements for the watches were on Fox News while he was doing the State of the Union.
But Hunter Biden sold a
show.
painting.
After he promised to bring down soaring U.S. inflation, the president himself appears in the ad, addressing the camera as he says, "Hello, everyone. It's President Donald J. Trump, and it's Trump time. Check out this Red Beauty. It's one of my new watches.
It looks like blood.
Wear it proudly on your wrist, and everyone will know exactly what it's for, who it's for, and who it represents." And then he has the gall to talk about grifting and things like that during the State of the Union variety show. Trump, 6 in 10 Americans, by the way, now, including a significant slice of Republicans, think that Donald Trump has become erratic as he ages, according to a new Reuters Ipsos poll. The 6-day poll concluded on Monday, the day before Donald gave his State of the Union variety address to Congress. Following a month of angry reprimands of lawmakers and judges, overall 61% of respondents in the poll said that they would describe Trump as having become erratic with age. Some 89% of Democrats, 30% of Republicans, and 64% of independents all described him that way. White House spokesman Davis Ingle said that the poll results were examples of fake and desperate narratives. Desperate. And that Trump's sharpness and unmatched energy and historic accessibility has set him apart from his predecessor in office, Joe Biden. His overall popularity has changed little in recent months. 40% of respondents in the latest poll approve of Trump's performance as president. I think it's down in the 20s when people are talking about the economy.
It is.
How they feel about the economy.
I just love how it's just now that they've noticed that he's erratic.
Rachel Maddow called out Donald Trump for violent pornographic riffing in his State of the Union address, claiming his speech luxuriated in gory details of brutal events. The president didn't even seem very invested in the lies that he was telling about the economy, but he did list a whole bunch of them right off the bat. But as I say, this is Maddow speaking, some of the takeaway here, I think, is mostly going to be his pace and his freneticism. I asked our control room to pull just one 32 clip from this front section of the speech so that you can hear how wound up and weird he was. Maddow said Trump seemed more focused during some moments, but he also seemed to just drift away at various points. A judge has denied a motion to disqualify prosecutors in the Charlie Kirk murder case. The Utah County Prosecutor's Office will be allowed to continue building its death penalty case against Kirk's alleged killer. Are we out of time?
One more story.
Well,
quick one.
Okay, a quick one. We won't get to Corey Richards this time, I guess.
We'll do it next time.
For a state so closely connected to a church, Utah has a little work to do when it comes to overall sin. In a new report shared by Wallet Hub, Utah, of all places, failed to be even ranked among the top 5 least sinful states in the country. Incredibly, Utah showed up at number 44 in the most sinful states in America rankings, but is bracketed by the most and the least sinful locations. The ranking compared all U.S. states by using 54 key indicators of immoral or illicit behavior, including shootings, road rage, teen births, gambling arrests, and manicurists? It's what it says. I don't know.
Manicurists?
I'll look into that. All right, that's it.
Sports, weather, traffic.
President Donald Trump basked in the gold medal glory of the U.S. Olympic men's hockey team on Tuesday, spending roughly 6 minutes of his State of the Union address celebrating their victory after meeting with the team in the Oval Office earlier in the day. His recognition of the team marked one of the few bipartisan moments of the speech, receiving lengthy raucous applause and chants of USA, and proving that sports, even in a time of intense political polarization, can bring people together. It came after some controversy following the team's historic 2-1 Olympic victory over Canada. Trump regaled the men's team by phone on Sunday as the athletes celebrated in the locker room in Italy, inviting them to his address and even offering to send a military plane to bring them, which they took that up. I must tell you, we're going to have to bring the women's team, too. You know that. I'm going to get impeached if I don't. Yeah, the women.
They have a much better record than the men's hockey team.
The women politely declined, said they had previous engagements. The team was asked about their reaction to President Trump's phone call, and they said, "We love the women's team. We were there cheering them on. We're big fans of theirs."
They should be, because they've won more Olympic gold than the men's team ever has.
Yeah, but people are saying, and I'm hearing that they are women.
Yeah, they're women.
I've heard
that they're actually women on the women.
Are women. Still haven't had a confirmation as to whether they're going to take Flava Flav up on his invitation to come party with them in Vegas. That's what it said yesterday. I haven't seen any official confirmation on that.
Fingers crossed. I think that would be cool.
It would be cool. That's your sports. Weather. 45, rain. It came. It's here. It will stay off and on throughout the day today. 80% chance of rain, mainly before 11 a.m. Showers possible after 11. Then it'll clear up as the evening goes on, it looks like. And we clear out for a couple days, and we have another chance of rain. Looks like Saturday night. Traffic, even though the roads are wet in places, and you might even be seeing some spotty sprinkles out there. No accidents to tell you about, and I don't think anybody has sent anything in. Let's see. Cats and dogs in Spanish Fork. That's not spotty sprinkles. I-15 flowing well both directions in South Utah County. Thank you, whoever sent that in. I hope those cats and dogs are okay in Spanish Fork.
I think in Spanish Fork they might be eating the cats and dogs.
No, why would you say that?
Well, you know how they are down there.
That's traffic.
Oh, hello. Hello there.
Oh, hello, everyone.
It's Frank Christ, ladies and gentlemen, the Grim Reaper, the Maudlin Reaper sometimes. You're so sentimental in a way.
Every day there's a new one.
A new celebrity. Yes, it's sad. Frank is a Grim Reaper who is charged with reaping the souls of celebrities who are
precious celebrities.
Precious
It's the curse for you because you love them.
I love our precious celebrities. We all want to be just like them.
I know.
Everything they say and do is right, except for John Schneider.
Well, Frank has to, when a celebrity bites the dust, Frank goes to the scene of that death and takes the essence of the celebrity away in his sidecar of his electric scooter. No horse for Frank. You don't like
I don't like horses.
So Frank joins us to play the game we call Frank Chris Presents.
They're fine. They're just fine.
He's given me a list of 4 celebrities.
Yes?
3 of the celebrities on the list are.
They're just fine.
But one Frank has had to take away, and it is the contestant's job to discern which celebrity is food for worms. And who do we have?
Josh is here.
Josh, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm just fine.
That's good to know, Josh. Now, Josh, if you are able to discern the dead celebrity on this list, the celebrity's death will garner you a prize. And what is that, Gina?
Tickets to see Jimmy World July 22nd at the Sandy Amphitheater.
All right, Josh. You ready to go?
Ready to go.
All right. Because this is Pistol Patent Day, the day to commemorate the day that Samuel Colt received the patent for the very first revolver in 1835. Frank gave me a list of actors in movies with the word gun in the title. Here we go. Number 1, Britt Eklund. You know, she was married to Peter Sellers. She was married to Slim Jim Phantom. She had relationships with Lou Adler and Rod Stewart. And she found time to do some acting, too, like in movies like The Night They Raided Minsky's, Stiletto, Get Carter, and The Wicker Man. Her movie with gun in the title, well, there were 2 that I can see, Machine Gun McCain and the Bond movie, The Man with a Golden Gun. Number 1, Britt Eklund. Number 2, Larry Drake. He was best known as Benny on L.A. Law, for which he won 2 Emmys. He was Robert G. Durant in both The Dark Man and Dark Man 2, The Return of Durant movies. He was a homicidal mental patient in Dr. Giggles. And in The Beast, Larry Drake played a man hired to kill a giant squid. I haven't seen that. I got to look for that. His movie with gun in the title, Dead Man's Gun. Number 2, Larry Drake. Number 3, Angie Dickinson. She appeared in more than 50 films, including Chinagate, Ocean's 11, Sins of Rachel Cade, The Killers, Point Blank, Dressed to Kill, Big Bad Mama, perhaps best known as Sergeant Pepper Anderson on the TV series Policewoman. She was in a lot of gun title movies, Hidden Guns, Man with a Gun, and Gun the Man Down, possibly others. Number 3, Angie Dickinson. And finally, Jeff Fahey. He was in several notable movies. He was Dwayne Duke in Psycho 3, Pete Verrill in White Hunter, Blackheart. He was Job Smith in The Lawnmower Man. And on TV, he was on Lost. He worked with Robert Rodriguez on Planet Terror, Machete, and Alita Battle Angel. His movie with the word gun in the title, Guns, Girls, and Gambling. That's number 4, Jeff Fahey. One of those actors is dead, Josh. Which one is it?
I'm going to take a shot and say Larry Drake is currently pushing up daisies.
You are absolutely correct.
Too soon.
Angie Dickinson is 94, still with us. Larry Drake died in 2016. He was only 67 years old. There you go, Josh. The unfortunate Larry Drake is the reason you've won a prize. You're going to go see Jimmy Eat World.
Well, I thank him, but it's very sad.
It is. Hang on.
That's why this is a horrible thing that we do every day.
Horrible game. It's horrible. Josh, hang on the line, and Katie will tell you how to get your prize. Thanks for playing.
Well, I have to go check on a couple of precious celebrities.
Who's that, Frank?
Carrot Top is 61.
He's pretty. He's
in good shape.
He's
I
jacked.
think he's not
He's
going
got
anywhere.
a doorknob that is it's so big.
A giant doorknob. Yeah.
You couldn't use it as a doorknob. It's so big. It's more of a stool, really. Ric Flair is 77.
Who?
Ric Flair.
Oh, Ric Flair.
Oh, Sally Jesse Raphael is 91. Oh, she won't be needing those eyeglass frames much longer.
Those red glasses.
How do you think I would look at those?
Oh, you great.
Try those on, Frank.
You gotta try them on. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I get the feeling Frank's getting a little frail or something.
I guess it's raining cats and dogs in Spanish Fork. I-15, though, flowing well both directions in Utah County. Thank you, the friend of the program who sent that in via text at 33986. No accidents to report, even though we are having some weather issues this morning. That's great news. If that changes, or if you see other animals falling out of the sky, you can text us at 33986.
All right. KXRK Provo. We will take a break. We'll be back after these messages with your list of things that must go. We got Boner of the Day coming up after that. Dr. Josh Davis is here to talk about your puppies and your kitties. We've got Beat Gina on the way, things that must go, all that and more. Stand by for all of that.
You can watch Radio from Hell live on YouTube or our YouTube channel.
Apparently.
Now, I have a little bit of advice for people for St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
I saw this online today, and it says these are clever things that you can do.
I bet they're not clever.
For your St. Patrick's Day shenanigans. These are clever captions you could use on Instagram, for instance.
Okay.
And I'm saying if you do these things, you're a fool. You should not. Here, St. Patrick's Day captions for friends and loved ones on your Instagram posts. So as you post your stupid Instagram drunken pictures, you should caption them with things like this. I'm not Irish, but kiss me anyway.
No. Don't do that.
This is clever. These are clever things that people have thought up for you because you're not clever. How about this one? Irish, you were here.
Nope.
Never.
No? How about this one?
Don't use that.
About to get lucky, insert shamrock and wink face emojis.
No.
Lucky me, I have you. No?
I mean, that's just nice. I don't
Irish
mind
whiskey
that one.
makes me frisky.
I do like Irish whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
How about funny St. Patrick's Day captions for eating, drinking, and being Irish? The leprechaun made me do it. Take a picture. It'll last longer. Picture like as in picture of beer.
No, boo.
That is bad.
The patty don't start till I walk in.
That was kind of funny.
It is.
It made me laugh.
The patty don't start till I walk in.
It's a Kesher reference. The patty don't start.
Okay. Ready to get shamrocked?
No.
No. How about, okay, cute St. Patrick's Day captions for babies and kids.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here we go. I'm telling you, don't use any of these. Little Miss Lucky Charm. So if you put a picture of your kid
This
there.
is like Instagram stuff.
Wee bit of trouble. My little good luck charm. Okay, Irish blessings and proverbs to use for St. Patrick's Day.
Let's try these. Maybe these.
Wind at your back and road racing.
May your pockets be heavy and your heart be light. May good luck pursue you each morning and night. Well, that's okay.
Okay. A little wordy, but
yeah. How about? Now these are all terrible.
Yeah. What do you do? What are you doing for St. Patrick's Day?
Nothing. I'll be in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right. Oh, crap.
Oh, my.
Oh, Bill, that's a horrible time to be in Vegas.
You just realized that?
I just realized
Oh,
that.
no.
Oh, this is
now,
bad.
wait a minute.
That's almost like being in Mexico on spring break.
Yeah,
Now,
this
wait.
is bad.
Wait a minute. What?
St.
it's
St.
Sunday.
Pat's is Sunday.
I'm gonna wait a minute. It's on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what exactly am I going to be doing on Sunday? Let me see.
this is
Leave
bad.
your,
I'm
don't
gonna
leave
be-
your hotel room.
Yeah, don't leave the pool.
Sunday, I'm going to be. I'm going to be at the Piff, the Magic Dragon show.
It's on Sunday?
Yeah.
Well, then you might be okay if you're at. I just wouldn't be out on the street.
Everybody in the audience is going to be drunk.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really, really
Oh,
drunk.
yeah. Absolutely.
So you should be just you know,
Well,
so you fit in.
no.
I wouldn't. Yeah, don't go to Vegas on St. Patrick's Day
New Year's Eve.
or New Year's. I know I did New Year's in Las Vegas, and oh man, what a mess! What an absolute mess.
I mean, I didn't even think about that. I just.
Oh wow.
So.
Well, maybe you should take one of those cute sayings with you and
Yeah.
use it.
Kiss me, I'm Irish.
Yeah. No.
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 So I will be sober so that I can fend them off.
You would take your cudgel.
I have one on my
I
desk.
know. Take it.
I will.
You can beat people away from you as you go through the crowd.
And I wouldn't be sober if I were you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to take. You know, if you're sober, it's going to be worse.
Well, I'm just afraid I won't. I'm just afraid if I'm not sober, I will get in a fight. If I'm drunk, I'll get in a fight.
Stay in your pool.
Yeah, don't get in a fight.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
Because my defense, I'll just be.
Your defenses are down.
My defenses are down, and I'll just be. I don't take that kind of crap from anybody. And then I'll get beaten up.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
We know how to have a good time, come show. Colors, bright lights, all aglow. Watch and learn, my friend, let's go. Feel the beat, it's in your soul. Rainbow lights, let's lose control. Move your body, break the mold.
Texted in. Said,
What?
Good morning, in Draper.
I know. It's Gloria Butterworth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know
She
her.
lives in Draper.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Mrs. Butterworth. Yes, dear. Pour some of your deliciousness on me.
Is this a sponsored feature?
Discover your next adventure, buy the latest gear, and learn from the experts at Sportsman's Expo, March 12th through the 15th at Mountain America Expo Center, Sandy.
Things that must go on the radio. From Hell Show.
All I'm saying is we better be hearing from Mrs. Olson sometime this morning. All right, things that must go. These are things that are bugging you, things that you can't stand in anymore, and so you want to get it off your chest. You send them to us. You send it to radiofromhell at x96.com. Put must go in the subject line. If we read it on the air, maybe you'll feel better. And sometimes these things do disappear from your life. So I'll go first today. One thing that must go is I've had to start using these reading glasses sometime, and I really hate it. I just hate it. That must go. This one says, my name is Mark, and you can say so. A thing that must go is people not understanding angled parking spots. Now, I'm all for questioning authority and doing things your own way, but there are a few things that society has figured out. Angled parking spots are one of them. They're invented or intended to pull straight into and then back out of. When someone does a 12-point turn to back into it, you're making it harder than it needs to be, or you're driving the wrong way into oncoming parking lot traffic. To accomplish your boneheaded wrongness, please, please, please follow the rules in this instance. I have more I could say about parking lots, but that's enough now. You said it. This one says, good morning, Lords. There's been a number of things in my life that must go recently. While registering for a recent MRI, I completed the pre-screening questionnaire on a provided tablet at the end of the registration process, and upon returning the tablet to the registrar, she handed me a clipboard with an exact paper version of the MRI pre-screening questions that I had just answered electronically. Come on, hospitals, one or the other. This unneeded redundancy must go.
Yep.
That happened to me once, and I said, I'm not filling this out again, and handed it back to her.
I've done it already.
She said, I understand. Anything that is perforated that doesn't tear along the perforation must go.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Stickers on produce must go. I have a Sumo, a tangerine here. No sticker on it because I bought them in a case at Costco. It came from Costco. No stickers. Also, there's the never-ending road construction on 13th South near Lucky 13. That must go. And the bomb cyclone that's been happening back east that grounded the plane delivering my CAR T-cells that were supposed to be here for therapy yesterday must go. If they made it off the ground in the last 24 hours, I might get to start therapy today. And I looked it up, CAR T-cells. It's a personalized immunotherapy that genetically modifies a patient's own T-cells to attack cancer cells.
Oh.
And this is Johnny B. Finally, lymphoma must go. Thank you for your time, Johnny
Yes.
B. Good luck, Johnny. And I hope your CAR T-cells get there. And finally, this. Hey, Lords, maybe this is more of a look around than a must go. When I stop for gas in my little Chevy Spark, people often ask me, is that electric? Yeah, I just like to douse it with gasoline every now and then. As Bill Engvall would say, here's your sign. Carrie?
All right. I got this one from my wife, things that must go. Faulty automatic windshield wipers that sense the one tiny raindrop that hits my windshield, which makes the wipers turn on. It streaks across, making the squeaky sound, wearing out my wipers. All right. This one from Pat, things that must go. Not being able to see the lines on the road when it rains.
Yeah.
And people just pretending they know where the lines are. So instead of 2 lanes each way, we now have 3 each way. Please use reflective or glow-in-the-dark paint, please. All right, I agree. Kelly of Eagle Mountain. What must go is the overthinking I did during the grammatical section of the show when Carrie said slippery is 2 syllables. Slippery is 3 if you don't say it the Utah way. There, I got it out of my system. See, that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was saying it the Utah pronunciation. Slippery.
But it's not. It's slippery.
No, it's slippery.
Yeah.
Is it? Is
Yeah.
it slippery? Oh.
But I was doing the Utah pronunciation. All right. Peter Bill Bryan here with my thing that must go. I don't like going through drive-thrus because I drive a big truck and it doesn't fit well. I prefer to go inside, but on the rare occasion that I do go through the drive-thru, the point is to make it quick. Otherwise, I would go inside. The thing that must go is when I go through the drive-thru, pay for my order, then they tell me to go around the building and park in front of the doors for my order to come out. It kind of defeats the purpose because I would have just gotten out and gone inside. I'm finding this more frequent, and it must go. Maybe not have the big truck? Just a thought. Anyway. Tristan has one that says you can use my name if you want to. When I leave one innocent comment on a post, and suddenly I'm handed a full-blown application to join a group. I don't want to join a community. I'm not looking for new friends. I'm not here for the other 5,000 posts about sourdough starters or neighborhood coyotes. I just had one thought about it, one post, that's it. If commenting requires a membership interview, a blood oath, and agreeing to the bylaws, maybe stop showing me these posts from groups that I'm not in. Let me comment and go. No initiation ceremony required. Thank you, Tristan.
Gina?
This is so weird because this came up last night, and my husband said, you should do this on Things That Must Go. And we got the exact thing from John in Orem, who says, Things That Must Go. When people are trying to tell you have a great day, why do they feel it necessary to inject the words rest of? Have a great rest of your day, as if it needs to be some sort of clarification that they're referencing this specific period of time that is just say hope you have a great day. No, rest of your day. My husband agrees with you, John. Somebody agrees with me. Frying other foods in the same oil you cook your fish in that makes it all taste like fish, that must go.
It happens so much.
When people say, I love that for you, it comes out snotty in my
It does kind of, doesn't it?
I love that for you.
It's not for me.
Healthy food being more expensive than not healthy food must go. Companies making mascara wand brushes larger and larger so that you get mascara on your eyelid, your hair, etc. A larger wand doesn't make larger, longer lashes. Also, people getting black whisk broom fake lashes. And Bill making fun of people's names. It's not their fault. They didn't have a choice in the matter. Thank you for being the best radio talk show. No other one comes close.
Who is that from?
They didn't leave a name.
You're afraid I'd make fun of them.
Probably made fun of it. And finally, this people who go to a restaurant that doesn't have a dress code, no matter how nice it is, and complain about how other people are dressed. I understand wanting to go to a restaurant with a certain atmosphere, but if there's no required dress code, then it shouldn't matter what other people are wearing. Just stare at your husband lovingly and move on. Thanks for letting me listen, Dan.
It sounds like somebody who's given up.
That's my pseudonym, by the way.
Dan?
Dan. I sent that one.
Things that must go on the radio.
We are getting some reports of rain this morning, but it doesn't seem to be affecting your travels so far. I have no accidents to tell you about. I'm looking at the UDOT cameras. Everything looks like it's moving well. So if it's raining cats or dogs or some other animal where you are, you can text us and let us know. 33986.
Here are the boners you're going to be voting for in just a couple of minutes. Boner candidate number 1, toilet wars in the U.S. Navy. Boner candidate number 2, I say sue the richest man in the world for everything he's got. And boner candidate number 3, more stories of ICE out of control.
Boner candidates, big boy news, all coming up after these messages and a song. Stand by for all of that. Did you know?
Vaxadan, our radio pup, finally has a sponsor. It's Zero Res, and this time of year brings a lot of dirt and things through your house, damaging your carpets. Vax says book your carpet cleaning appointment today. Not only do you get the 4th room free, but your animals will thank you with extra love. Go to zerores.com today.
I went to a wedding on Saturday in Utah County, Alpine, Utah.
Yes.
And I was looking for something to do while I was down there. I thought my wife and I thought we'd just go to a restaurant or something. And for the wedding, first of all, it was the most traditional wedding. I didn't go to the wedding, but we were there right after the reception, and it was just the most traditional thing I'd seen in a long time. The cutting of the cake and got to smash a piece of cake. Yeah, they do the dance and they did this one thing. They do a dance where the bride dances around and they put money on her dress. All of this stuff. Just everything about a wedding that's sort of you think of as a cliche about weddings. They did, and I don't mean that negatively.
Through the
It's
bouquet.
just, all of that. So and it was nice to see we know the parents of the groom and hadn't seen them for a while, so it was nice to visit with them. Jesse Parent is his son. Anyway, so I thought, I know what we'll do. We'll go on the Alpine Loop. Somebody had suggested we do that, and they were right. It was
Take a drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get you some driving.
So you go up American Fork Canyon for a while, and then there's a turn off to the Alpine Loop. And I thought, I know what we'll do. So we'll go all the way over and down into Sundance, and then we'll have something to eat at Sundance.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just stunningly beautiful. And I can imagine what it's like in the fall. People go up there, but somebody said in the fall it's beautiful, but there are just a line of cars all
everyone's
the time.
doing it.
Yeah. While we were there weren't a tremendous number of people there. And then we stopped at a place, it's kind of a little bit of a detour off the Alpine Loop called Cascade Falls, which is so incredibly beautiful and unusual. It's not like a big waterfall. It's water. It's like a series of rocks, and the water comes down and forms different pools.
That sounds like a waterfall.
Well, it's not like you think of a waterfall usually as like a big drop of water from a high place. No, this is
several different.
Yeah, it's like different levels and stuff, and there's like a boardwalk you can go on, and just beautiful foliage and all kinds of different plants and fish in the pools, and really
Did you
nice.
go eat?
Then we went back, got on the Alpine Loop, and that again is just. It's a really narrow. It's 2 lanes, but very narrow. No divider line, no line markings or anything. And we dropped down into Sundance, and it was packed with people. There was a play going on, Cinderella. I think the Utah UVC. I think their theater department does plays up there in the summer.
No spoilers. I don't want to know how that ends.
Cinderella?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't go. We didn't go.
Okay.
But there were so with the one restaurant was just too full up. We couldn't.
You didn't have reservations.
No, but the white not the White Owl, the Owl Bar. They don't take reservations, and they have burgers and stuff. So that's where we ended up eating, and. We were sitting outside, but then, of course, there was a downpour, and we had to move inside along with everybody else. But I'm looking around, and some of the people you could tell were from Utah, but the majority of them were not.
How can you tell?
I don't know, the way that. Well, first of all, we're in a bar, so. But I don't know. You can just sort of. Tell there's just a difference. I don't know, and I just kept thinking, where do all these people come from? Where do they all come from and converge on Sundance like this? It's just kind of amazing. And you can overhear some conversations about, isn't this beautiful? We've never seen anything like this, and all of that stuff. And I just thought, what brings them?
I was going to say the reason you knew they weren't from here is nobody came up to you and said they knew who you were.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how you know.
That's true.
They weren't from here.
That's true. Nobody seemed to recognize me, so
they were all from out of state.
That and their "I ain't from around here" brand hats that they were wearing.
No, if you overhear the conversation, then you can tell little bits and just what people are talking about and how they are. But there was a woman. So we go out. So we go outside on the outside patio at first and sit down. You know, it's open air and everything. And just, my God, somebody was wearing perfume that was like.
If it's competing with the great outdoors, that's some strong
That's a problem.
perfume.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was horrible. And it was. I finally figured out where it was, and it was like several tables away.
So you don't want to sit downwind to that.
No, or anywhere. And then when we all moved inside,
it followed.
You could still. I mean, it was almost enough to make you not want to eat. You know, it's like I don't want to compete with this odor this perfume while I eat a hamburger and drink a glass of wine, but. I managed to choke it down, but it was a great. If you ever want to just do something really nice, and it's not a very long drive from American Fork Canyon over to Sundance and down into Provo Canyons. You could do it in less than an hour. We took more time but it's just beautiful. And whoever recommended doing that, thank you. It was excellent, an excellent day.
Bill did something.
I did. It's been a long time since my wife and I don't do anything anymore. We hang out.
You guys had a date.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
It was nice. It was exceptionally
Did
nice.
you reconnect?
Not so much. No.
No.
No, yes, of course. But we need some. I'd like to do a little more reconnecting.
Sure.
Because when you start reconnecting, it could be kind of fun.
Wait a minute, I like this.
Hey, I like this kind of connecting
Wait a
stuff.
minute.
We do. Hey, you know what? My wife is beautiful. How about that?
I don't notice it when we're home all the time, but you go out and you notice it.
Yeah. So anyway, but whoever suggested the Alpine Loop, thanks for doing that. I really appreciate it. It was great.
Cascade Springs, not Falls.
There's Cascade Springs and Falls.
Yeah.
Cascade Springs is, you see that right when you go on to the Alpine Loop.
Mm-hmm.
To get to Cascade Falls, you have to leave the Alpine Loop and drive toward Heber for 6 or 7 miles.
If you keep going, you get to Radiator Springs. That's a different spring.
That's a different. You don't want to go there.
That's from a cartoon, Gina, so no.
No?
No.
For Boner of the Day, 3 news stories. These are examples of bad, stupid, funny human behavior. You will decide with your vote of these 3 candidates which one is the worst, which one deserves to be Boner of the Day for today, February 25, 2026. We'll give you 2 candidates now, a third after the news. And once you've heard all 3, you'll vote. One of you lucky random boner voters will receive.
You can't buy it. You have to win it. The Radio from Hell Boner T-shirt.
Boner candidate number 1, I gave it this title, Toilet Wars in the U.S. Navy, but I probably should have called it when you go to war. I mean, you go to war with the toilet you have, not with the toilet you wish you had. You go to war with the toilet. Here's the story. The USS Gerald Ford, the largest warship in the U.S. Navy, heading back to the Middle East after months at sea. But according to new reports, morale may be running extremely low because the aircraft carrier's troubled plumbing has been causing chaos on the ship. The Wall Street Journal reported mounting stress among sailors aboard the aircraft carrier, whose deployment has already stretched beyond 8 months and could reach 11 months, which they don't stay out that long usually.
If it goes that long, it will be the longest deployment since the Vietnam War.
It says right here, it would break the record for the longest continuous deployment by a U.S. Navy ship. Okay, so
these people
they've missed funerals, they've missed birthdays, they've missed family, the deaths of family members, and on top of all of that, they have to line up to go to the bathroom. The toilets are so bad, and there's not enough of them, and it's called Toilet Wars And they've tried to fix this thing, and it's not been fixed.
And this ship has been scheduled to come back home multiple times to trade out, the sailors and have a new fresh set come
and
in
try to fix
and
the
try to
toilets.
fix this.
Yeah.
And Donald Trump keeps, deciding to send it to the Caribbean for the Venezuela thing and send it to the Middle East for this thing.
It's ridiculous.
Even if this toilet thing weren't a problem, the morale of these sailors has got to be
that just adds on.
horribly low. But this just makes it even worse.
It makes it just stinks. It makes you not want to have anything to do. You get out of the Navy as soon as you can.
But last night he said that our military has been supercharged.
This is what I was going to say. He got applause for saying, positive things about the military. If you really care about the military, you will look at this and go, no, we need to bring these sailors home and give them a break and send some different ones out.
Boner candidate number 1, toilet wars in the U.S. Navy. Or you go to war with the toilet you have, not the toilet you wish you had. Boner candidate number 2, I say go ahead, do it. Sue the richest man in the world for everything he's got. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum said on Tuesday she is considering legal action following a comment by tech billionaire Elon Musk, the world's richest man, that alleged she was connected to drug cartels.
Do it. Sue him.
In the post, Musk responded to a 2025 video of Sheinbaum discussing cartel violence and alleged that she was, quote, saying what her cartel bosses tell her to say.
Sue him.
He did not provide further evidence. Sheinbaum could face difficulty suing Musk for defamation in the United States because of a strong legal protection for free speech. To prevail in a defamation case against Musk in the U.S., Sheinbaum would need to prove Musk knowingly said something false about her or recklessly disregarded the truth when he said it. I think both of those things are obvious, don't you?
Sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah. Boner candidate number 2. I say sue the richest man in the world for everything he's got. Coming up in a moment, Boner candidate number 3, more stories of ICE out of control.
Boner candidate number 3 coming up after this. Big boy news and opinioendo brought to you by
Feldman's Deli, Utah's authentic Jewish deli with expanded hours, now open Tuesday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., breakfast till 10:30, lunch, dinner, live music Fridays and Saturdays. More information at feldmansdeli.com.
Always remember, don't ever forget.
The views expressed on X96's Radio from Hell show do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Broadway Media, its management, owners, or advertisers.
This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
Winona Ryder has booked a guest star role in Wednesday, Season 3. The role means that a Beetlejuice reunion is set for the hit show's 3rd season. Wednesday star Jenna Ortega played Winona Ryder's daughter in that film. That was the sequel to Beetlejuice, right? I didn't see it. My kids saw it and said they love Beetlejuice, and they saw it and said,
That was pretty much the consensus.
That's too bad. But Ryder's longtime collaborator Tim Burton directed that film and continues to direct and executive produce the TV show Wednesday. Meanwhile, Wednesday creators and showrunners Al Goff and Miles Millar wrote the screenplay for Beetlejuice. I'm happy that Winona's joined us. She fits right into this world, said Wednesday director and executive producer Tim Burton. She's a dear friend, and I always feel lucky to work with her. The trial continues for Corey Richins. Got underway, I guess just started yesterday.
Yeah.
And prosecutors are trying to portray her as a money-hungry killer on the opening day. What's going on, Gina?
Police officers and first responders testified during the second day of the trial for Corey Richins, the mom who wrote a children's book about grief featuring her family before being charged with fatally poisoning her husband. Following opening statements and testimony from Eric Richins' family members on Monday, Summit County Sheriff's deputies testified about responding to the home the night Eric Richins died. In his body camera footage, which was shown to the jury, in it, Corey Richins is standing with her hands on either side of her head in the doorway of the master bathroom, watching as emergency responders attempt to revive her husband. After leaving the room, he asked Richins questions about what happened that night and Eric Richins' medical history. After giving a few details, including where their sons are in the home and that he had felt cold, Corey Richins says through her tears, "I need to call his dad. Is he going to be okay?" When asked about issues with his health, She mentioned Lyme disease and that he sometimes took a THC gummy before going to bed, but she didn't think he had. She also said he mentioned something about chest pain before bed, although she was sleeping in another room.
That was
with
the gummy comment that was earlier that we didn't know.
So apparently she's trying to make it sound like he had a drug problem. So I guess they did not find THC gummies in the house when they were looking for them. She also mentioned he had a hydrocodone prescription that was from like 3 years earlier. Like, you know, he went to the dentist or something and got. She's trying to make him look like a drug addict.
A man fatally stabbed 4 people before being shot by a sheriff's deputy outside of a home northwest of Tacoma, Washington. Yesterday, the Pierce County Sheriff's Office said the deputies responded to reports made around 8:40 in the morning that a 32-year-old man was violating a no-contact order. They obtained a copy of the order, learned that it was not valid because it hadn't been served on the suspect, and they headed to the scene to serve him. While en route, additional reports came in that the man was stabbing people outside the home. The first deputy arrived within about 3 minutes and shot the suspect, who was pronounced dead at the scene. That's according to Officer Shelby Boyd for the Pierce County Force Investigation Team. 3 of the stabbing victims were dead at the scene, and then another died while being taken to the hospital. So 4 people stabbed to death, 1 person shot dead by the police. Donald Trump said during Tuesday's State of the Union variety show that the only way Democrats can be voted into office is by cheating.
What?
Trump has long falsely claimed that 2020 election was stolen from him. And on Tuesday, he took matters further by claiming the Democrats can't be elected without engaging in voter fraud.
Because of the bubble he lives in.
During his speech, the president urged the Senate to pass the SAVE Act. That's Mike Lee.
Yeah.
Which would require proof of U.S. citizenship, such as a birth certificate or a passport, when registering to vote. The House passed the bill this month, but the legislation faces an uncertain future in the Senate, where it will need 60 votes to advance. Trump has urged Senate Majority Leader John Thune to amend Senate rules so that the SAVE Act can pass with a simple majority of 51 votes. They don't want identification for the greatest privilege of them all, voting in America. That's not true.
We have
And
it.
you
both
have to
you
show
have to-
your ID when you register
Both
to vote.
Both Republicans and Democrats overwhelmingly agree on the policy that we just enunciated. And Congress should unite and enact this common sense, country-saving legislation. But they want to cheat. They have cheated. And their policy is so bad that the only way they can get elected is to cheat. We're not going to stop it.
You keep saying that, but you haven't
There's
proven
never been
that.
any evidence. None. Zero.
Yeah.
The rest of the government gathered for a big event. The president of Donald Trump's State of the Union variety show address. A designated survivor is kept away to ensure someone in the line of leadership succession stays alive. Like if somebody just blew the place up and everybody there.
It'd be like who would be president.
Yeah, the president's pick to sit out this time was Veteran Affairs Secretary Doug Collins, who was also chosen as the designated survivor last year at the president's address to a joint session of Congress. Picking a fail-safe in case of a cataclysmic event that wipes out everybody else dates back to the Cold War, and it's been dramatized in novels and an ABC series. Remember Kiefer Sutherland?
Yeah.
That's what that was all about. Taking on the role of designated survivor brings extra adrenaline jolts and humbling thoughts about unwittingly being catapulted into the presidency. I think it was Orrin Hatch one time, as I recall. They made him the designated. So you have to go watch the State of the Union address.
In a bunker.
In a bunker somewhere. Yep. The family of Nancy Guthrie is offering up to $1 million now for information leading to her recovery. A tearful Today host Savannah Guthrie said in a video posted to her Instagram 23 days now after her mother vanished from her desert home in the middle of the night. Savannah Guthrie acknowledged that her 84-year-old mother may already be gone, but we need to know where she is. We need her to come home, and for that reason we're offering the family a family reward of up to $1 million for any information. And I heard something weird the other day. I don't know if you know about this, Gina. That so there's that one piece of evidence. They have that ring cam video of a guy destroying the doorbell and the camera.
Right.
But he was recorded at that place before.
Well, they don't know if it was him or somebody else, but they think they saw him on the camera a different day.
Sometime a long time before that.
I mean, not a long time, but
a few days or a couple of
before,
weeks
yeah.
or something. Let's see. More than a dozen survivors of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein attended Donald Trump's address last night. And Donald Trump mentioned Jeffrey Epstein how many times during that?
0.
Yeah, 0. And finally this. Lehigh, the city of Lehigh in Utah County, has been named America's safest suburb. Lehigh took the top spot in a study that ranks more than 350 towns across the country that are within 45 minutes of a major city. This is done by a group called Smart Asset. Went down to Lehigh's historic Main Street to hear some local perspectives on achieving the title. This is, I think, Fox News doing this. I grew up running up and down the street, said Dax Williamson. It's got a lot of charm to it. It really does. Lehigh's always been the right fit. It's the guy who runs the Lucky Soul Shoe Repair down there.
Oh,
that's
Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy's friend, yeah. So he said, I love this place. It's, Lehigh. It's the safest suburb in America. Isn't that nice?
You know what that means? No adventures there.
No.
No, probably not.
Not an adventure to be had in Lehigh.
No. And everybody goes to bed early.
Yep.
All right, that's it.
Weather, traffic.
So showers, mainly before 11 a.m., although they could continue through the rest of the day. We heard about cats and dogs falling out of the sky in Spanish Fork. Is it raining where you are? You can text us and let us know at 33986. 57, very warm today for a high. Overnight low 39. Tomorrow things will clear out a bit and we'll have a few sunny days. Another storm system looks like it could be coming through Saturday night into Sunday. This will again be rain because it's too warm for anything else to happen. Traffic has been good in spite of having some wet roads out there. I haven't had any accidents to tell you about this morning, and I don't think you've sent anything in for us either. But if it's raining cats or dogs or any other animals, you can text us and let us know what you're seeing on the roads. Just make sure it's safe for you to text 33986.
That's it?
Yep.
Thank you.
Here's boner candidate number 3. More stories of ICE out of control. A New Jersey woman says she regrets voting for Donald Trump after her husband was detained by ICE last August, despite having no criminal record, declaring Donald Trump ruined our life. Sandra Hafraoui. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Hafraoui. 53 years old, and her husband, Abdelatif Hafraoui, 60 years old, who emigrated to the United States from Morocco at the age of 22. Were about to board a flight at Newark Liberty International Airport in New Jersey to Fort Myers, Florida in August of 2025 for a hard-earned vacation. Before entering the aircraft, 3 plainclothed men and a woman with a lanyard and a badge approached the couple, identified themselves as ICE agents, and handcuffed the husband, putting him in an unmarked van and driving away. They looked at him and said, "His status is unclear. You're going with us." His wife recalled to the NewJersey.com. Then the lady pointed at me and said, "You don't want to make a scene here." Her husband remained under ICE custody for more than 3 months.
3 months?
Before he was able to make a $15,000 bond for his release just before Thanksgiving. And now he's under house arrest and wears an electronic ankle monitoring device and has to check in.
What's his crime?
They have not brought charges.
They have not brought charges. Isn't that a crime?
How about this? Peter Yazzie slipped into his orange high-visibility vest before heading to work on a construction site when several cars pulled abruptly into the lot. Seeing other vehicles or people was rare at 4:30 in the morning in Phoenix. But there were plenty of both, and they were closing in on Mr. Yazzie. Somebody yelled at him to put his hands on the car before demanding that he put them behind his back. They tossed me on the ground. They zip-tied my hands, my wrists. That's when they finally told me they were immigration, he said. Mr. Yazzie is 34 years old. He cannot be deported. He's half Navajo, half Laguna, or in other words, 100% Native American.
Wow.
He pointed this out, telling the agents that inside his car was his driver's license, his Social Security card, his birth certificate, and what's called a certificate of degree of Indian blood. They didn't care. They took him away anyway.
Amazing.
And there's another one, and we don't have time to go into it.
Oh, if you can do it in a few seconds.
It's the story of a young gay woman. Being gay in Morocco is illegal and punishable by up to 3 years in prison.
Yes.
And it was that the violence from her family that forced Farah, a 21-year-old gay woman, to flee the country to the United States. Because her family, she's gay, and so her family kept beating her. And what did the United States do? She was here for a while, and then they detained her and sent her back to Morocco.
Yep.
I thought you'd have this story, Bill, about the former ICE officer who quit his job so he could go testify at Congress on Monday.
They're not.
Oh, let me send it to you.
Okay.
Just here's a quick quote from it. New cadets are graduating from the academy despite widespread concerns among training staff and even in the final days of training that cadets cannot demonstrate a solid grasp of the tactics or law required to perform their jobs. This is according to Ryan Schwenk during a hearing organized by congressional Democrats. He is a ICE instructor, former one that quit because he couldn't stand what was happening. You need to read this whole story. I'll send it to you.
So anyway, boner candidate number 3, more stories of ICE out of control.
Let's review the first two and vote.
Boner candidate number 1, toilet wars in the U.S. Navy. It sounds kind of silly, but it's all part of this whole thing that this USS Gerald R. Ford, the battleship, I think it's a
No, it's not a
battleship.
Carrier. It's the largest aircraft carrier in the Navy.
And they've got plumbing problems, plus they've been out at sea longer than is humanely necessary. Boner candidate number 2, I say sue the richest man in the world for everything he's got. The president of Mexico is considering legal action against Elon Musk because he had a post that said, she says what her cartel bosses tell her to say. And boner candidate number 3, more stories of ICE out of control.
All right, here we go. Time to vote for boner of the day, 1, 2, or 3. Remember your candidate number, the one that you think should win, the one that you think is the worst. 1, 2, or 3. Put that single digit in the message of a text, and then text that to 33986. Or you can call Katie in the producer's booth. She'll take your live voice vote. 877-602-9696. Or go online, x96.com. Look for the box. It says Boners, February 25. Click and vote. If you don't see that box, refresh your browser. It'll appear. Click and vote. Okay, you got a little less than 4 minutes to get your vote in for Boner of the Day. As soon as we award the boner, the phone lines will be cleared out. And it'll be time to call in and speak to our veterinarian, Dr. Josh Davis, all about your puppies and your kitties. He'll be here to answer questions, so get ready. 877-602-9696. All right, let's go. It's Boner of the Day. Let's get to voting.
I could have maybe had better boners, but it's like,
oh, those are good. Why?
Well, I mean, listen. Listen. I mean, I still have in that. So I have a little file that says "boner on deck." That's where I put the ones that I'm.
That's where they're warming up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the ones I'm considering. Listen to some of these titles, and then maybe I'll tell you about a couple of them. Woman names newborn son methamphetamine rules.
That one kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah, well, it's not what you think.
Oh.
Yeah. Woman spreads dead brother's ashes in a packed club pool in Ibiza. Police officer... No, I don't want to do that one. How about Gilbert Arenas podcast slams Utah. Move the Jazz to Seattle, he says. And it's pretty... It's just him slamming Utah.
Okay.
Aussie man fined over $2,000 for taking his pet python surfing.
I have questions.
He was just on a surfboard and the python was around his neck.
And so he's like,
Yeah.
look at me.
If you fall and the python
Yeah, that's why he got
falls-
fined.
Exactly.
Yeah. Teen dresses up as married woman to rob bank.
How do you dress up as a married woman?
As you can see, I'm married.
I'm a giant.
I'm here to take money out of my husband's account.
I think that's exactly
You
what
know,
he did.
my husband.
Yeah. Teacher cuts girl's hair without permission. Now here's one you really might want to hear this one.
Okay.
Trump aide Cassidy Hutchison claims Rudy Giuliani groped her on January 6th.
I believe it.
Yeah.
And you want to hear?
I saw the Borat movie, so you know.
You want to hear any of these? How about let's? Woman names newborn son methamphetamine.
Yeah, when you're saying it's not what you think,
Yeah.
I'm curious what that means.
Yeah, and I've had this in the file for a few days. It's New South Wales, Australia. An Australian journalist, Kirsten Drysdale, is currently in a newborn bliss bubble, having recently welcomed her child with her husband, Chris. There's just one problem. Her son's legal name is Methamphetamine Rules.
What?
The New South Wales...
Well, that's just too hard to spell. He's going to have a hard time in kindergarten spelling.
Well, they call him MR. The Registry of Birth, Deaths, and Marriages. Now, see, so you think, oh, well, she's the boner candidate, right, for naming her kid? No, that's not where it is. The registry let the name slip through the cracks during its submission process, despite offensive terms being prohibited. A spokesperson told News.com that they've since strengthened their system to avoid it happening again. Okay, mistakes happen, but why would Drysdale name her child Methamphetamine Rules to begin with? She is a TV presenter and been working on a story which aims to investigate the answers to viewers' burning questions. One of them was, what can I legally name my baby? While researching for the story, the heavily pregnant Drysdale was trying to decipher what the register default names a child if a parent's first submission is rejected.
Okay.
And she wasn't getting a clear answer from the government. She was about to give birth. She decided this was perfect timing to take matters into her own hands as part of the story.
Okay.
We thought, what is the most outrageous name we can think
Okay.
of that will definitely not be accepted by the registry?
I see where this is going.
It was really just a lighthearted, curious attempt to get an answer to the
She
question.
thought for sure
Yeah.
they're going to reject this.
Well, imagine Ms. Drysdale's horror when her initial outline submission listing her son's fake name was approved very quickly. Weeks later, Drysdale got quite the push present when the official birth certificate arrived in the mail, and right there on the official birth certificate, Methamphetamine Rules. I don't know how this slipped through, said the manager of the registry. I don't... Possibly they thought methamphetamine was a Greek name, said the reporter. They haven't really given us a clear answer how this happened.
Hi.
So
my name's Methamphetamine Rules, but you can just call me Meth.
It's
That's interesting.
I know, and so the registry would have been the boner candidate there. I don't. So now I'm going to have to, and then the Rudy Giuliani one is just.
All right, 7:47. Time to award boner of the day.
And the boner of the day is brought to you in part by Brussels sprouts with miso chicken.
And craving movies and craft beers, Broovies Cinema Pub, 677 South 2nd West, serves great food, drinks, first-run movies, all from your seat. Must be 21 or older with ID. Mention X96 for 2-for-1 admission.
Well, a lot of love for the poor sailors out there on the USS Gerald R. Ford, the largest warship in the U.S. Navy. Got 85 votes for boner candidate number 1, but couldn't beat Ice Out of Control boner candidate number 3 with 212 votes. That's boner of the day.
All right. Thank you very much. That's your boner of the day for today, February 25, 2026. Now qualified to be boner of the week. Is this sponsored, Jay?
Hey, pet owners, February is Dental Health Month at Trilogy Vet Center in Sandy. Get your pet's teeth cleaned and mention Radio from Hell to save $50. Learn more at trilogyvetsandy.com.
Well, he's here, Dr. Josh Davis, veterinarian extraordinaire. He's here to answer any questions you might have about your pets, specifically your little puppies and your little kitties, your dogs and your cats. If you have any kind of veterinary question, 877-602-9696 is the phone number to ask your question. You can text questions as well, 33986. We like the phone calls, though, because we can usually get a little more information from you that, make it a little more complete. So 877-602-9696 or 33986. Good morning, Dr. Davis.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Surgery today, I see.
It is, yeah. Actually, dental surgery, yeah. So
it's dental month.
It's dental month, so we're getting a lot of dentals in, which is great. And,
that is good.
Sometimes they got some problems, though.
Yeah.
Hudson's on the mend, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
We took our intern there?
No.
It's like nothing happened. He's just wandering around.
And he got stitches, right?
Yeah. He got how many? 8, 9?
Nine teeth total.
And some stitches and, yeah.
Doesn't bother him at all.
He's fine.
He doesn't need those teeth anymore. He's good.
Yeah. It's interesting because he's always kind of had this bad breath kind of a situation.
He still has an underbite too, doesn't he?
Yeah. So he'll we'll see what happens. Maybe this is the answer. Is that he was just born with some bad teeth.
Yeah, his breed is definitely they're more risky for sure.
You can't do anything with for an underbite though, can you?
Not generally, unless
the orthodontic surgery.
Yeah, sometimes the upper teeth can bang into the lower teeth, or vice versa. Yeah. So sometimes you do have to correct some things for that, but usually it's removing teeth for the most part. Yeah.
All right,
and we got some phone calls.
Let's go to Adria.
Hi, Adria. Where are you calling us from?
Harriman, Utah. Good morning.
Good morning. What's your cat's name?
Her name is Mau Mau. That is Chinese for cat.
Yeah. What's Mau Mau's problem, Adria?
So she's kind of getting older. She's about 16 now.
Oh, wow.
And she's suddenly over the last maybe 6 months kind of started howling. Just randomly, she'll be in a room and she'll just start howling. And I don't know if she's lost or in pain or just wants to talk to us now, but I was kind of concerned about it.
Yeah, I think that's a reasonable thing, and I do find that older cats can do that. I've got an older cat. I think he's 17, and he's always done that a little bit, but now it's like 1 a.m. and he's just howling at us, So things that can happen with the older kitties is they can. Some older pets just in general, but they can experience some cognitive decline as they get older. So we see that definitely in dogs. And I think in cats, they do it a little differently. So that's one possibility, is just age-related kind of mental decline that way. Other reasons, though, is they can have medical issues as well. So I think it's always good because pain can be a factor with arthritis or the mouth sometimes. And then certain diseases can also change their behavior. So old cats are very prone to kidney disease and hyperthyroid
diabetes
disease.
In my cat.
Diabetes is another one. Yeah, absolutely. So I think it's worth ruling out medical problems. And then if all that looks good, then you might be left with more of that cognitive decline just in an older patient.
And you'll have to buy some earplugs.
Thank you.
See you later.
All right. Let's go to Jason. Hello, Jason.
Jason, where are you? Where are you calling from?
Murray.
Okay, what's up?
Hey, so we're going to xeriscape our backyard and get rid of the lawn. What would you put down? Would you do like a gravel or a bark? What's the best for my dog's feet?
What's your dog's name?
Betty.
Betty.
That's that's a question I've wondered about too before.
Yeah, I think so to me, the surface, it does depend a little bit because, when it's really hot, rocks and pebbles can sometimes be hot and can be, it can burn their feet if it gets too hot. And also, it really depends on your dog, because the biggest thing we see with landscaping is some dogs like to eat the landscaping. And so whether you're using bark or that kind of stuff, or rocks. So if your dog isn't the type that wants to eat that kind of stuff, you're probably okay. But I can definitely tell you I've done surgeries to remove rocks and the bark bedding and things like that. So, but the bark, I think, it can be a little easier on their feet. But if, it kind of depends on your setup and that, and as long as your dog won't eat the stuff.
So the bark's okay for other than if they...
Yeah, as long as they're not eating it, yeah. And as long as it's not heavily treated. Some of them soak them really heavily in oils and things like that for staying power, which is fine. But also, you don't want them getting oils on their feet and then licking that off too. So you have to be careful with that.
Yep. All right.
Look for some natural bark. Thank you.
Thanks, Jason.
See you later.
Let's see. I'm Ben. My 1-year-old Samoyed Luna cries and whines incessantly in the car. We've tried treats, distractions, pheromone sprays, sitting in the back with her, but she never stops. Sometimes I drive for work and would love the company instead of leaving her at home all day. Any tips?
Doesn't like it. Doesn't like being in the car.
Yeah, it sounds like maybe we have like a little bit of the anxiety from just being in the car ride. So I think that continually making it as positive as you can, and then sometimes a mild sedative just to take the edge off, and then over time they can get used to it.
For the pet or for you.
Maybe not the driver,
Okay.
but the pet, that can benefit from that, and then over time they may not require that at all. So,
all right. Let's see. With pet teeth removal, do they have open sockets or do you close them?
Generally, we would close them with stitches. Just like people, we don't want food and other things getting up in those holes. And so anytime it's possible, you always want to close them. That's generally what we do.
And they dissolve, their stitches that
they
dissolve.
do, yep. Yeah. They just dissolve on their own. And your job is just not to let them chew on hard food or hard treats or toys, things like that, for usually about 2 weeks or so.
You really have dogs eat rocks?
Absolutely. Dogs will eat anything.
Let's see. In terms of dental issues, do the green dental chews actually do anything to help prevent issues for dogs?
Yeah, maybe just generally talk about teeth care
the
so they
dental
don't
stuff.
have to come and get them pulled.
Yeah. Our goal would be to keep the teeth and just do routine cleanings, kind of like us going to the dentist, every 6 to 12 months. But yeah, dental care at home. So greenies can be helpful. So the kind of, there's two things for me. Is one is they have to chew the greenies. They can't just bite them into pieces and swallow them, or else they get no benefit from that. They really got to sit and chew on them and gnaw on them, because they also are calories. They aren't calorie free. So if you have a big pet that's a little overweight and they just chew it and swallow it, you're just contributing to that overweight condition. Yep. But they can be effective for the dogs that chew them. And there are cat greenies too. But
I find they taste rather very, very, very
They
pleasant.
do.
Yeah.
They do like them. Yeah.
I like them.
But if they swallow too big of pieces, they can also get obstructed from that too. So you have to watch out for that.
Right.
And then brushing or dental finger wipes, I think, are great alternatives. And then lower tier is your water additives and other treats and stuff. They're better than nothing, but not as good as actually removing the plaque.
All right. Let's take a break. We'll talk more with Dr. Josh Davis after these messages. Questions about your puppies and your kitties.
877-602-9696. All of the lines are open right now, so you can get through. 877-602-9696.
Thank you very much.
I'm pleasantly surprised at the commute this morning because we are experiencing some wet roads and rain in areas, but not resulting in any accidents or slowdowns. I'm looking at the UDOT cameras. Everything looks like it's moving well, and people are only texting in pet questions and not traffic. So I think we're doing well. If you see something, though, you can text us and let us know at 33986. Discover your next adventure, buy the latest gear, learn from the experts at Sportsman's Expo, March 12th through the 15th at Mountain America Expo Center in Sandy.
All right. Thank you very much. KXRK Provo. We're going to take a break. We'll be back. More questions for Dr. Josh Davis. 877-602-9696. It's all about the puppies and the kitties. Call and ask your questions right now. Gina, Salt Lake Film Society.
Get off the couch and into Broadway Center Cinemas to see your favorite films on the big screen. It's our favorite movie theater. doing special runs and also your favorite brand new movies that are out. And right now they've got the screening of the Oscar-nominated shorts this weekend at the Broadway. Both animated and live-action shorts will be on the big screen. Is Love Forever at the Broadway? See the final film duo in the Bad Romance series. They've been doing this all February long.
Oh, yeah.
Epic dark horror films, Midsommar and Guillermo del Toro's Crimson Peak. Also become a member of the Red Carpet Club. Be part of their year-round independent film festival. See special screenings, get discounts and more. I'm a member of the Red Carpet Club. I feel very special. You can too. Memberships start as low as $36 for a year. You can join at slfstix.org. That's the same place you go to find all screening times and everything else they've got going on at the Salt Lake Film Society's Broadway Center Cinemas.
Vaxel Dan, our radio pup, finally has a sponsor. It's Zero Res, and this time of year brings a lot of dirt and things through your house, damaging your carpets. Vax says book your carpet cleaning appointment today. Not only do you get the 4th room free, but your animals will thank you with extra love. Go to zerores.com today.
Now, I saw this story today, and
Is that the one I was going to mention earlier?
The headline is, creator of the Labradoodle calls it Frankenstein's monster.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. This was my dog. His name was Tippy.
Now, I know a Labradoodle.
I know several.
That is a lovely dog.
I know several Labradoodles.
Okay.
Or golden doodles. That's another kind of doodle, but
maybe this is a golden doodle, I know.
This is the Labradoodle specifically. I'll read you this. An Australian man who created the world's first Labradoodle says he regrets creating the popular hybrid breed, claiming in a recent interview that the majority of the dogs are, quote, either crazy or have hereditary problems. Wally Conran bred the first Labradoodle, a cross between a poodle and a Labrador retriever, in 1989 for a blind woman who couldn't have a guide dog because her husband was allergic to the dog hair.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Fast forward 3 decades, which I didn't realize they'd been around that long, but the Labradoodle's become one of the most popular mixed breed dogs in the world, a fact that doesn't sit so well with the man who made them. I opened Pandora's box and released the Frankenstein's monster, said Conran. He fears people are overbreeding the dog, creating versions of their own, including Groodles.
What's that?
Well, this says golden retrievers and poodles. I always thought that was a
I thought that's
golden
a
doodle.
Golden doodle.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's Groodle. Golden doodle sounds better, but
Spoodles.
Spaniel poodle.
Spaniel poodle.
Spoodles.
I find the biggest majority are crazy or have hereditary problems. I have met some damn nice Labradoodles, but they're few and far between. He spent 3 years trialing more than 30 poodles as guide dogs because their hair was hypoallergenic, but they didn't have the right temperament. They're damn cute dogs.
They are.
So
I wish they would do one that tastes like cotton candy.
But they're everywhere. They are.
Well, and apparently we haven't known that they're crazy.
Yeah.
Well, the one I know, I don't know him well, but it belongs to Luba and Nome. His name is Leo because he looks like a lion.
Is he? So I think he's a golden doodle.
Maybe so. He's got floppy ears. I'm looking at pictures here. I don't know. They look sort of the same to me. But he's got that curly hair though.
Well, that's the poodle. That's the oodle part of it.
The oodle.
That's why they do it. Is they don't shed, and usually poodles are good for people.
I don't remember which one he is, but he's a very nice dog.
But I want to say on the record that I don't go for the doodle.
No doodle?
No, I
like the
have
doodles?
I have a golden retriever. I have the old school dog. I don't cotton to the mixing of oodles and doodles.
Are you a racist?
No,
You're a
I'm
racist. This is misogynist. You're a misogynist. That's what you are. You don't believe in mixing of the races.
I'm a goldist.
Hannah says, Labradoodles are so hyper, they chew on everything. My friend's Labradoodle chewed up a medical pill bottle, and their cat ate the pills and died. See, they are crazy.
Now, this Labradoodle, I guess he is, Leo, he does like to chew stuff, but they have plenty of chew toys there for him. And he's very well behaved.
Ooh, I had a golden doodle, and it had a lot of health issues. I had to put it down in the end. So sad.
And I think part of the problem is they're overbreeding them now because they're super and you can get the minis.
Oh, see, now that's more my
The mini.
Yeah.
Well,
I like little dogs.
Yeah.
Playing God, though.
Yep. Mr. Clean in Santaquin has lots of friends. In Santaquin.
Santaquin. I didn't know that's where Mr. Clean was from.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Yeah, he has a song and everything.
I thought they'd beat up guys with earrings in Santaquin.
No, he's tough.
All right, we're back with Dr. Josh Davis. He can answer questions about your pets, your dogs and your cats. If you have questions about their health or their behaviors, Dr. Davis is a fully certified veterinarian doctor and has his own clinic, Trilogy Veterinary Services, right?
Close enough, yeah.
Close?
Medical center, yeah.
Don't give in to that. We're trying to get people to go to your website. It's trilogyvetsandy.com.
Yep.
There we go.
Okay, trilogyvetsandy.com. And so here, get your questions in 877-602-9696 or 33986.
Here is Steph.
Steph, good morning. How are you?
Good. How you guys doing?
Not too bad. Where are you calling from, by the way?
Oh, Holiday.
Okay, and you've got a dog. What's the dog's name?
Yeah. So her name's Follis. We rescued an older dog, Kelpie, and super sweet. And we discovered on day 3 she has seizures. Mm-hmm. And it's really rough to watch. And we took her to the vet, and we actually had a video of it, and it was diagnosed with Grand Mal. And they put on phenobarbital, but I'm telling you, it's still once a month she has it. She has it during her sleep, when she's in the middle of the night. And as rough it is to watch, our big question, my wife and I, is do they remember it? Is there any physical damage? Do we have to worry about anything else? Yeah, it usually happens. Like I said, and when she hurts her right paw, it's for some reason she jumps in the car, whacks it, seizure. And it's the foaming of the mouth, the bugging of the eye, extreme stiffness. So, yeah. We rescued a wonderful dog, but unfortunately she's afflicted with this, and she found the right home. But is it? Do they remember any of this stuff?
What do you know about it, Dr. Davis?
Yeah, seizures are, I'd say, fairly common-ish in dogs, and some breeds can be more risk for that. But in general, the seizures have different phases, and so most dogs, I mean, unfortunately we can't ask them, but I think especially during the seizure, they're not there. You know, they're just you can just tell they're not there. And then even coming out of the seizures, they can be really sedate and just kind of off, sometimes for hours and hours afterwards. So the big risk with seizures is if they happen too frequently or too long, because if they happen too long, then the dogs are at risk. They don't breathe very well during seizures, and they also can get very hot. They can run very high fevers if they seize long enough, which can damage organs, can damage the brain. So phenobarb is a very good first-line drug for seizures, and often we have to have dogs on 2 seizure medications to stop seizures completely. So you may have to take another look at that with your vet and kind of decide where to go from there, because often dogs are on more than 1 seizure med if you can't control them. So
okay.
Got it. And how long is considered long? And you say it's too long. Hers are about a minute.
A minute's okay. It's when you're getting into the 3, 4, 5 minutes. They'll just cook.
Okay.
I mean, they just literally cook from the inside sometimes, and so
it's hard to watch. We had
it
a
is,
dog
yeah.
that had
It's
those.
terrible.
You feel helpless that you can't do anything for them.
All right. There you go, Steph. Thank you.
Well, thanks.
Yeah,
okay,
good luck.
appreciate it.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye. Let's go to Ashley. Hello, Ashley.
Ashley, where are you calling us from?
I-15 heading downtown.
Okie doke. What's your dog's name?
Bluto with a B, like from Popeye.
Yeah. Nice. And what's up with Bluto?
So he's got some bumps on his back and on his head, and if I investigate them, they're like little scabs. in little holes, and they come off. They look like hives. They're increasing. It's weird. I don't know what they are.
Yeah, they could. I mean, it could be a variety of things. So dogs can get hives just like people and it's usually some sort of allergic reaction to something. So if they are continuing to be there, I think it's worth investigating. Also, this time of year, maybe not as much, but insect bites can also cause raised and then scabby lesions after the insect bite starts to heal. But also other types of dermatitis or also external parasites can cause that. So I think if it's not getting better and progressing, it's probably worth getting it checked out so we can check for those things and then try to help you do some things to get rid of those, because if they get really itchy, dogs will, they'll just chew holes in themselves sometimes if they get too itchy. So yeah, it's good to get it checked out.
All right.
Okay, if the scabs come off, am I okay to remove them, or should I just leave them?
Yeah, as long as they don't bleed, it doesn't hurt anything, and if it doesn't bother the dog, but it's still getting to the root of the problem. That's a big deal for sure.
Okay.
Okay, we'll keep track of it. Thank
All right.
you.
See you later.
Thank you. Let's see. Bernedoodle female randomly throws up in the morning. Very yellow. A vomit. Randomly heaving. It seems to regurgitate and lick lips. Eliminated chicken from diet. Still having issues. Next steps? Now, see, if this person had called in, I would ask them, is this before or after eating?
Yeah, we can get more details for sure. But the morning vomiting is not too uncommon, especially if it's just green or yellow bile. And often it's just they've gone so far between meals and they can get a little acid reflux sometimes.
Yeah.
So usually it's just trying to make sure their meals are spread out well. And then antacids can really help some dogs too for that. So I like either Pepcid or omeprazole, or both good choices to try.
Just
before.
the same thing a human would.
Yep.
Let's see. My cat has asthma but needs his teeth cleaned. I'm nervous about him getting his teeth cleaned. Let's see.
Because of the asthma.
Yeah.
Meaning because there's anesthesia involved? Is that
Right.
Probably.
Yeah. And when they have asthma, it's not impossible to do anesthesia, but it's a little riskier just because when you have asthma, it can close down your lower airways. So if the asthma is well controlled and the cat's healthy, it's not an impossible thing to do, but we always have to take more precautions. And if the asthma is not controlled or not on meds to control it, then I would be hesitant unless there was, a really serious problem like a big infection or an abscess or something like that. So,
speaking of rocks, grew up with a friend who had their family black lab obsessed with eating rocks. I thought he had multiple tumors throughout his body. And they explained that, no, they're just rocks.
Just rocks.
the
Well,
hell?
you should get them removed, though, shouldn't
They
you?
had done 2 previous surgeries to remove them and were annoyed when they were going to have to do a third.
You're going to have to live with those rocks.
Jeez.
What can happen if you don't have them removed?
Usually they will eventually, if they get obstructed, you have to do surgery or they just aren't going to make it. They'll end up usually with an infection in their abdomen because the intestines will rupture and you're just, at that point, you just got to put them down because they're very hard to turn around in those situations. So, but some dogs, especially young dogs, they have to be sometimes trained with basket muzzles to avoid picking up stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go to Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer.
Jennifer, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing very well.
Where are you calling us from?
Well, I just dropped my kid off at Spectrum Academy, and I'm heading out to work.
All right. You've got a pit bull dog, is that right?
I do. I have an 80-pound blue-nosed pit bull, and he will not let me trim his nails.
What's his name?
And his name is Rocky.
I'm going to give Rocky a talking to.
Yeah. He's got to cooperate.
Yeah.
You should.
How does he resist? Just run away, or does he growl, or what does he do?
Mainly, so I'll start to hold his paw, and then he literally will just rip it out. And I've tried to be slightly forceful with him, but he's also 80 pounds.
Yeah.
And very strong.
Yep. Yeah, those
So I just don't
guys
know
are
if there's-
tough
like,
sometimes.
Can I give him Benadryl?
I mean, you can try that. Benadryl's relatively safe, and it's not going to hurt anything. So some dogs, yeah, you have to do some mild sedatives to try and get them to tolerate it. Also, just playing, and even as puppies, I recommend just playing with their feet, getting them used to being handled, and that can make it easier down the road. They also make really quiet grinders that some dogs will tolerate a little bit better than the clippers, because the clippers can be scary, and if they ever get quicked, they'll remember that forever.
Hurt.
Yeah, they remember forever.
Yeah.
So, and some dogs actually surprisingly do better if you take them just to the groomer. Some dogs just like the groomer, and they'll tolerate just about anything there. So, any of those are, I think, viable options in your case.
All right.
There you go.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, I got a Hewsum, and I've tried that, and he still won't let me, but maybe I'll try the groomer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
That's
Thanks,
what they're
Jen.
good at.
There you go, Jennifer.
All right.
See ya.
Thank you very much. All right.
Is that it?
That's all the time we have.
Oh,
Cool.
my. An 80-pound pit bull. I don't think I mean, he's probably just a nice dog, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to try and trim
They're
his
just
nails.
easily annoyed, and nail
Yeah.
trimming is always tough
Yeah.
for some dogs. So.
All right, Dr. Josh Davis, what your clinic is called?
Trilogy Veterinary Medical Center in Sandy. So, yeah, come see us.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye-bye.
Traffic, Gina.
One accident. I think this is the first one I've mentioned today. Crash northbound I-15 milepost 266. This is in Provo, and it is off to the left shoulder. Oh, wait, I got another one. I spoke too soon. Crash northbound West Davis corridor. This is in West Point at SR 193. That is at the right shoulder as well. And whatever you're seeing, you can text us and let us know. 33986.
All right. Thank you very much. We will take a break. We'll be back after some messages and a song with Beat Gina. Multiple choice pop culture trivia. Bill Paxton trivia today.
Aww.
So we'll have that for you coming up after these messages and a song. What is the prize today?
The prize is tickets to see Sarah McLachlan.
Sarah McLachlan tickets. And all you got to do is sit through a game of Beat Gina. 877-602-9696. That is the number to call to get the Sarah McLachlan tickets right after these messages and a song. Stand by.
Radio from Hell.
Now, Gina, is this an official edition?
Well, this is other.
Oh.
My other.
Oh, your other song. I thought this was a Hello Sailor Boy.
No,
I had the music already.
No. This is Muhammad, not the Prophet, my son.
Yeah.
So we signed up with this company that helps you with college recruiting for sports for your kids.
Oh, is it that one that all those people went to jail for?
So I might go to jail for this. No, what all those people went to jail for is they faked the sports that, oh yeah, she plays water polo and she's
on the road
rowing
team.
and but these exist for kids that actually play sports, and it helps get them in the line of sight for college coaches looking for
Okay.
So Muhammad is doing 2 sports. Our attorney Ed Brass will be happy. He's doing golf, and which
Good.
Katie also did, and he's doing soccer. And so these companies help you create a profile where you put clips of yourself playing the sport, and you put up your report card, and if you've won
What company is this?
it's NCSA.
Oh, okay. I did something like this, but it wasn't that one.
Yeah. There's a lot of them out there, and they just sort of help get you in contact with coaches. And
Do they distribute your information to hundreds of places?
As many as you want. You can go on and you can say, I'm interested in going to these schools, and they'll help get you in contact with the coaches.
And how old is the son?
He's 15. But you have to start this now. In fact, they said, well, you're a little late. You should have started last year. But
And my mother said when I was 15, she said, are you really going to go to college?
But part of it is coaching on, they do nutrition coaching. They do profile they do, here's how to get a good video clip to put. It's all this kind of
how to tie your
coaching.
shoes, things like that.
And there are family meetings, but then there are just like Zoom calls with just Muhammad, and where they talk about things he can do. And so Muhammad is on a Zoom call with one of these coaches.
Not the prophet.
Not the prophet, my son.
Uh-huh.
And he needed the coach asked for some information, and he said, "Oh, let me go get it." And in the interim, he got hung up on accidentally, and so the coach called back and went straight to Muhammad's voicemail, and here's what he heard.
Okay.
Hello. If you want to call me back, you can, or just leave a message. Thank you.
So that's
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any.
That's Muhammad's voicemail
That
message.
he recorded when he was 3.
Exactly. And the coach called back, and he answered, and he said, "Is that your phone? Is that your phone?"
Was the coach not smart enough to figure out that it was him when he was 3?
Because Muhammad now he's got a really deep. His voice has changed.
He forces it down.
He's down here now, and
I talk like this now.
the coach said before college coaches start calling you, because they will, you might want to change your voicemail so you don't sound like a 7-year-old kid.
Listen, tell Muhammad this. I'll do it for him. Hi, this is Muhammad.
There you go.
Hi.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I'm serious. Hi, this is Muhammad. If you're a coach, I love you, baby.
Here, play it again, Katie, so we'll compare and contrast.
Hello. If you want to call me back, you can, or just leave a message. Thank you.
Hello. If you want to call me back, you can, or just leave a message.
Perfect.
Okay, I'll do it.
But I'm sad because Muhammad's like, well, I guess I have to change it. I'm like, I love your voicemail message.
My voicemail, well, you can keep it. You have it now on tape.
I love it so much. A few months ago, I said to Katie, I said, will you help me preserve this? Because I'm worried he's going to change it, and it's so adorable.
Last year. It was not a month
Was it
ago. It was last year.
You know what's creepy is that, speaking of voicemail, I don't know, 20 years ago, my wife said, will you record the voice message for me? You know, so when I call her and I get her voicemail, I hear my voice saying, Jennifer Parsons is not available. Could you please leave a message? And it freaks me out every time I hear my own voice.
Have you guys ever had this? Because I've had it happen a couple of times where we meet friends of the program out, and I've been asked to record. Hey,
we used to offer that as a. We should
Gina
do
Barbarian, you've reached Jimmy Santangelo's phone. Please.
Yeah, we should still do that. I mean, yeah. Anytime if you want us to record the voice message on your phone, I'll be happy to do it if I got a couple of seconds. Hi, this is Bill Allred. Hang up.
What do you want?
Hi, this is Bill Allred. You've reached Sandra's phone, and she doesn't want to talk to you.
Get out.
Get away from me.
I think my message would be something along the lines of, hi, you've reached Dave's phone. Does anybody leave voicemail anymore, really? Why don't you just text? Come on.
Just send a text.
Yeah, I mean, even when I get a voice, I very seldom leave a message anymore. I just hang up and text.
Yeah. The only people that should be leaving messages are like businesses, perhaps.
Well, bill collectors.
Yeah, your doctor, things like that.
Yeah. But my older two kids had adorable tiny children voicemail messages, and I didn't say. I can still hear them in my head, but I wish I had them recorded like that. And now we're going to lose Muhammad's too, so I'm a little sad about that.
Well, I think that Muhammad should do it himself, but he should sing it to the tune of the greatest American hero. Believe it or not, Muhammad isn't at home.
Please leave a message.
Please leave a message at the beep.
This is Muhammad. You want me on your team.
I can't come to the phone right now. I'm out practicing golf and or soccer.
I'm working out.
Depending on.
I'm putting on some pounds.
I'm doing arms today.
Someone says you should sell voicemail messages for the road home for charity. Like we'll do your voicemail message for a donate. That's a good idea.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right. Let's. Traffic, Gina, please.
The Beat Gina announcer Johnny Ola. And we'll get to the game right away. But first, get ready to set the dance floor on fire and make your next concert experience come alive with your very own Flick My Bic t-shirt.
Wow.
But these aren't just shirts. They're a high-voltage tribute to the era of glitter, groove, and the ultimate concert ritual.
Amen.
Whether you're looking for a clever double entendre or a nostalgic nod to the 70s, our Flick My Bic disco collection is designed to spark a conversation. And in an age of digital screens, there's nothing like the analog glow of a lighter held high during a disco ballad. These tees capture that vintage energy with retro typography, bubble letters, and sunset gradients. Groovy graphics. Think disco balls, dancing silhouettes, and that iconic flick of the thumb. Buttery soft fabric. Made for the 2 a.m. dance-offs, not just the commute.
Wow.
Your Flick My Bic t-shirt is the perfect icebreaker. It's cheeky, it's classic, and it's guaranteed, where did you get that? Gender-neutral fit, designed to look great on everyone, from the hustle pros to the corner of the room sways.
Wow.
Now, don't let your style fizzle out. These shirts are moving faster than a 120 beats per minute baseline.
Ooh.
Get yours today at Chester's Drawers, Haroons, and the competition in Trolley Square.
Haroons.
And now, speaking of cheeky and classic, here's your host, Harry Jackson.
Haroons.
And Chester's Drawers on Main Street in downtown Salt Lake.
All right. The randomizer has picked a contestant. Gina, you'll be playing against Kelly. Are you there, Kelly?
I'm here.
Yes,
Hi,
you
Kelly.
are. Hi, Kelly. Let's toss a coin to see who goes first. It will give you the advantage in the game. Oh, where is it? There we go.
Get your coin, Carrie.
Get the coin out of the special plastic protective container. And you call it heads or tails.
Let's do heads.
All right. See what happens here. It is heads. Very good. So, Kelly, that means you're going to go first. Multiple choice, pop culture trivia. If you get it correct, you get the point. If not, I'll allow Gina to answer the same question correctly, stealing your point away, and we'll go back and forth till one of you gets 3 points.
You're one step closer, Kelly, to winning these Sarah McLachlan tickets. She's coming July 30th to the Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater.
All right. It's Bill Paxton's death day, so it's Bill Paxton trivia. Here we go. First question.
Poor Bill.
Yes, agreed. First question for Kelly. Kelly, Bill Paxton was considered for what role in the original Jurassic Park? Was it 1, Alan Grant? Was it 2, Dr. Ian Malcolm? Was it 3, Uncle Fester? Or 4, Dr. Ellie Sattler?
Let's go number 1.
Number 1, Alan Grant? Terribly sorry. No.
Gina.
You mean they considered anybody other than Jeff Goldblum? I'm shocked.
All right.
That
that's
was
a point
written.
for
That was
Gina.
made for him.
He made
No,
it.
he
his
made
own.
it for
Oh,
you.
Yeah,
all right.
exactly.
All right. That's a point for Gina, and she controls the question.
Gina, in Aliens,
Oh.
what line of dialogue did he improvise? It was not in the script. He made it up, and they kept it. Is it 1? Oh, boy. I'm just so tired of all these aliens.
The titular line?
The titular line. Is it 2? If I'm not careful, I'll die before this movie is over. Was it 3, game over, man, game over? Or 4, Hey, Vasquez, have you ever been mistaken for a man?
Oh, it could be either one of those. Game over, man. Game over.
Game over is correct.
All right, 2-0, Kelly. I'm sorry. Your turn, Kelly.
All right, Kelly.
Everything will be okay, Kelly, I promise.
Kelly? He was the first choice as what character in the Da Vinci Code? Did not get it. Is it 1, Robert Langdon? Is it 2, Sir Lee Teabag? No, wait, Sir Lee Teabing? Is it 3, Sir Lee Teabag? Or 4, Sophie Neveu?
Let's go number 1.
Robert Langdon is correct.
All right, you got a point, Kelly, but Gina could win with this question.
All right. Gina?
Yes.
As a teen, Bill Paxton caddied for who?
I did not know this.
Is it 1, Ben Hogan? Is it 2, Scotty Scheffler? Is it 3, Ty Webb? Or 4, Al Chervik?
I mean, you pick Scotty Scheffler as a replacement, but he's a young kid, so it wouldn't have been. It's Ben Hogan.
Ben Hogan is correct.
There you go. Gina wins.
Oh, man.
With incomparable
Gina.
logic.
I just Googled
I
famous
know
golfers.
you did. I
yeah.
know exactly what you did there. So that wasn't fair, Kelly, because you asked the sports desk a sports question.
That's true. I shouldn't have done that.
And then since that wasn't fair, Kelly, I'm going to give you these Sarah McLachlan tickets anyway.
All right, hang on the
Oh,
line.
Gina, you're so gracious.
Hang on the line. We'll tell you how to
Thanks,
get those.
Kelly.
I've got to go. I'm stopping by Haroon's to pick up a T-shirt.
Haroons! All right. Big boy news now, brought to you by.
The Pro Ski Tour Finals are taking over High Star Ranch this weekend. Experience high-speed action, food, drinks, shopping, full festival vibes in beautiful Camas, where horsepower meets powder, Western style meets high-stakes thrills. Tickets at proskijor.com. That's proskijor.com.
And always remember, don't ever forget.
The views expressed on X96's Radio from Hell show do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Broadway Media, its management, owners, or advertisers.
This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
There's nothing I like more than, what is it, festival vibes? Is that what
Yeah.
Festival vibe.
You love a festival
I love a
vibe.
festival vibe, but I tried to say that in the commercial. I read copy for that, the recorded commercial for that. It took me 5 times to say festival vibes. It was very hard.
A couple of V's in there.
Yeah. After 68 years, Mr. Clean, the bald, strapping mascot of the household cleaning products bearing his name, has announced that he's retiring
Well, good.
as a social media, as a spokesperson, rather, for Mr. Clean. In the post shared last week on the brand's Instagram account, Mr. Clean is standing behind a lectern, wearing sunglasses and a Hawaiian shirt, his signature all-white outfit seemingly a thing of the past. A chyron reading, "Breaking news, Mr. Clean announces retirement," stretches across the video. After a career with 0 stains on his record, he's ready for new adventures, the narrator said. The character further confirmed the news in a screenshot of an iPhone Notes app shared on social media the next day. "I'm saying goodbye to the world of cleaning in pursuit of new hobbies," the note read, and it was signed Veritably, formerly known as Mr. Clean. People don't really know this, but Veritably is Mr. Clean's first name. His name was Veritably Clean. All right, so we had some information about this yesterday. The Utah entrepreneur who created the Squatty Potty is in jail after federal agents linked him to an online account that purchased and viewed child sexual abuse materials. After a multi-year investigation, a federal grand jury indicted Bobby Edwards on account of receipt of child pornography on February 10th, according to recently unsealed court papers. The FBI began investigating Edwards, who lives in Ivins, in 2021. And there's a whole bunch of details in here I don't want to tell you.
No.
And I won't. But they, in May, prosecutors PayPal flagged 4 of Edwards' transactions as possibly being related to child sex abuse materials. He tried to say that he he didn't have any. He said, "I don't have any recollection of watching. I had no recollection of viewing any child pornography." He also told authorities that he was addicted to methamphetamines and had been receiving treatment and was living off money he made when Squatty Potty was acquired, plus some. Plus I got some Bitcoin. But he apparently Squatty Potty was bought for like $19 million by a company called Eterian Incorporated. The company reported more than 8 million sold as of 2022. Squatty Potty representatives did not immediately respond to the Salt Lake Tribune's request for comment. Edwards' attorney also did not immediately respond. Kash Patel, his itinerary for the Olympics in a more granular detail than was previously provided included long segments of personal time that suggest he was not immensely oversubscribed by official duties
No,
at the
that's
Olympics.
not why he was there.
He had a couple of things, but the FBI director's 4-day trip to Italy, culminating in a celebratory pounding of a beer with the U.S. hockey team at the Milan Olympics, included several hours of work meetings, a handful of meet and greets, and hours and hours and hours of downtime, private meals, and cultural activities, according to an internal schedule obtained by the New York Times.
He was on vacation.
The taxpayer-funded visit to the Games reignited the firestorm over Patel's use of government resources, which intensified on Tuesday when Senate Democrats aired new allegations against the director, citing an anonymous whistleblower inside the Trump administration.
It costs hundreds of thousands of dollars to take a trip like that.
I need Dawson. I need you when we do the any Kash Patel story. I don't care about those pictures. I just want that one picture of him that I gave you and told you to. I told you to use it every time, and you haven't done that. Please, the Kash Patel. Do you have it handy? There. That's the one I want used all the time when we talk about it. I don't care what he's doing. Always that picture. Let's see. West Valley City Police are looking for a woman who's been missing now for 10 days. Cheyenne Turner. Last heard from February 13th when she told her mom she was leaving town. She was planning to go to Las Vegas or Arizona because she believed somebody was going to harm her. Police say a male acquaintance answered Turner's phone the next day and told her family that they were traveling together, but then she left with another man somewhere in Arizona. He said he believes that man lives in the Phoenix area. The man who she was initially with returned to Salt Lake on Thursday without her. And Turner has not responded to phone calls. Well, and I think he's the one who said, well, she took off with another guy in the Phoenix area.
Yeah, but you answered her phone? That's weird.
Yeah, well, we'll see. So they're investigating. Concerned students and their parents and some alumni are all on edge about a popular class that may be on the chopping block at West High. Salt Lake City School District officials say that it's not a done deal, excuse me, at least not yet, but fears are growing that the American Sign Language class could be dropped at the school.
Because of DEI, is that why?
Students have started a social media campaign to try and make sure that doesn't happen. West High senior and ASL student Eden Greenway said she first heard the rumors on Monday. We're all surprised and shocked. ASL has been offered at West High and taught by the same beloved teacher for nearly a quarter of a century. So Greenway and others say they're going to fight back online. It's important for us to get the word out, push for people to sign the petition to save ASL. Trying to see what Salt Lake City School District say no decisions have been made yet, but due to declines in student enrollment, that's why they're where the class doesn't seem to be as popular as it once was.
Talk your friends into taking the class.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, jeez. So the Republican-backed group trying to repeal Utah's ban on partisan gerrymandering is now suing Better Boundaries, alleging the group violated campaign laws by covering the cost of a 73-cent stamp in an attempt to convince voters to mail in their forms withdrawing support for the repeal effort. The lawsuit filed Monday by Utahns for Representative Government accuses Better Boundaries of a coordinated scheme to nullify a citizen initiative through an industrialized signature removal campaign, through a series of mailers, canvassers knocking on doors, and an online removal campaign, earlier this month, Better Boundaries began sending letters to every voter who signed the petition seeking to repeal Proposition 4 with pre-filled forms and a stamped envelope that can be returned to county clerks to withdraw voter signatures. The suit alleges that paying that 73 cents is a quid pro quo, incentivizing voters to remove their signatures and a violation of state law. So they're paying you. They're alleging that they're paying you to get your.
Why is the legislature so invested in undoing the will of the people? Because that's what this is.
Because the will of the people is not in their best interest.
That's right.
And not in the best interest of the legislature. That's the reason. And Sugar House. After lengthy delays, one of Sugar House's most cherished old business signs is going to be restored to some of its original vintage glory.
Granite furniture?
Yeah, the aquamarine metallic spinning starburst sign, known as, I never knew this, it's called the Rhodosphere.
Oh.
Hovering above the old granite furniture building.
Now mint sushi is there now.
Will receive ongoing maintenance and repairs in the evenings this week. Work began Monday night. They have to have a crane to work on it, likely to lead to some sporadic overnight closures of one lane along McClellan Street. But
there are some great signs in Sugar House.
Yeah, now is the old ice cream cones?
Yep.
Are they still there?
They're still there.
And then, but the Redmond storage.
No, they took that down.
They were
tried
supposed to put it back up.
They tried to replicate it. The sign on that building looks like the old Redmond
it says
sign.
Redmond Movies and Stories instead of Moving and Storage.
And there used to be a lot of again, I want to applaud the D's on the corner of 21st South and 7th East. Their sign rotates, and to this day it still rotates.
But it does not have the wind thing on top. The
windsock?
What are they called? The
weather vane?
Weather vane, thank you.
Did there used to be a weather vane on
Used
top
to
of
be.
that? I don't recall.
It's gone now.
You know, I every time I drive up 2nd South past the Capitol Theater, I think of that big arch sign across went all the way across from the Capitol Theater to the other side of the street, and it just said Capitol Theater. You know, like that Welcome to Ogden sign.
Yeah. Sports, weather, traffic.
The UFC's event in Mexico City this Saturday is full steam ahead despite unrest between cartels and the government. The promotion tells TMZ that the card is proceeding as planned at this time after questions about whether the anticipated event would be postponed or even moved to another location. Of course, chaos consumed the city of Puerto Vallarta beginning on Sunday following the killing of Mexico's most wanted cartel boss. But UFC going ahead there. College basketball last night, the 19-ranked BYU Cougars lost to UCF Knights, who are not ranked, 97-84. University of Utah lost to the number 4-ranked Iowa State Cyclones, 75-59. Utah State is on the road tonight. They play San Diego State. It's a late game. Doesn't even start till 9 p.m. And the Olympics are over, so we're back to regular action for hockey. Tusks up at 7 o'clock. Mammoth will be home tonight to Colorado Avalanche. And they had one player that was part of that gold medal winning team, and he will be in action tonight. That is your sports weather. Rain off and on throughout the day today, 80% chance before 11. After 11, it goes down to about a 40% chance. And we'll clear out by tomorrow. We're very warm, 57 for a high today. Tomorrow, 55. We stay clear and sunny for a few days. Next chance of rain looks like Saturday night into Sunday, but we're still warm. So that will be rain, not snow down here in the valleys. Traffic, in spite of the weather, we've had a pretty good commute. Only a few things to tell you about. Crash southbound I-215 west, 4th north in Salt Lake off to the right shoulder. Crash northbound I-15 at milepost 266. That's in Provo off to the left. And let me check our message stream here. Somebody says northbound Bangor is a mess. I need more details, please.
Yeah.
That's a long street. Where?
Doesn't help.
Give me a cross street or something. 33986. Haster Games for board games, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, miniatures, dice paints, and more. Haster Games, 6831 South State or HasterGames.com.
Your list of things that must go coming up after these messages. Stand by.
Listen to Radio.
And then I was reading a story today, it's here somewhere, that men are often likely to be the ones to fall in love at first sight, as opposed to women, which I think is interesting.
Did they say why that happened?
Maybe, but I didn't read the whole story. I just read the headline. I haven't read it yet. Let's see if I can find it.
Well, I'm certain.
There it is.
I'm certain it happens all the time.
You mean
Sorry.
You believe in a love at first sight?
Yeah.
Some people believe that you have to thoroughly get to know someone before you can fall in love. Others would beg to differ, swearing that love at first sight isn't limited to fairy tales. And apparently 59% of men believe that love at first sight is a thing.
Well, can
49% of women.
Lust at
That's
first
what I was
sight?
going to say.
Well,
like I'm very attracted to that person. I don't know how you could be in love with somebody you'd not gotten to know.
It happened to me once.
You were in love.
I swear to God.
Like I would throw myself in front of a train for this person.
It was so pronounced that I think after the first time I saw this person, it might have been that at the very first time I saw them, I said this to them, but it was short a day or so afterward. I don't know how to explain this, but I believe that I have fallen in love with you and I don't know you.
And what did they say to that?
It's a great opening line, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I knew who she was, but I didn't. I had very little contact with her.
How did she react to that?
Positively, very well. As a matter of fact, she said, "Really?" And I said, "Yeah, I don't." And I mean, I don't know what to do about that, but. And she said, "Well, let's find out."
Well,
or something to that effect. And I sort of thought that it would be.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's the only time it's. I've fallen in lust.
I was going to say
I can see seeing somebody and going, I am very, very attracted to that person I just saw.
And a lot of people mistake that for love.
Yeah. First time I saw my wife, the woman I'm married to, Carrie was with me.
Yeah.
And I just went, oh my God, That's but that to me that was
lust.
Yeah, that was lust.
Mm-hmm.
But this was different. The time that it happened, it was different.
And did you find that person to have some quality that?
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean. Like now I know why I felt that way when I saw this person the first time.
Yeah, and we had a relationship for a while, but it was not to be. And I won't go into the details of that because they're too painfully embarrassing. All in all. Somebody said I told that story recently. I think I have mentioned it before, but it just made me think of it reading that that story today. It was never happened to you. Never fallen in love. No. Been attracted. Very hard attraction.
But not love.
Texter. Hey, Bill, there's a song by Alan Jackson called I'm Married to You, but I Don't Even Know Your Name.
I like that. You walk up and you say, I'm married to you and I don't even know your name.
That's all. It's good opening.
Here's the thing about country music is that a lot of it is novelty songs, okay? A lot of them are novelty songs.
Somebody in the chat room says that I understand what Bill's talking about. It happened to me, but I didn't have the guts to say anything about it. Yeah. And I couldn't see. That's another thing that I really thought it was something because I had to say it.
You were compelled.
Yeah.
Huh.
Things that must go on the radio from Hell Show.
All I'm saying is we better be hearing from Mrs. Olson sometime this morning. All right, things that must go. These are things that are bugging you, things that you can't stand in anymore, and so you want to get it off your chest. You send them to us. You send it to radiofromhell at x96.com. Put must go in the subject line. If we read it on the air, maybe you'll feel better. And sometimes these things do disappear from your life. So I'll go first today. One thing that must go is I've had to start using these reading glasses sometime, and I really hate it. I just hate it. That must go. This one says, my name is Mark, and you can say so. A thing that must go is people not understanding angled parking spots. Now, I'm all for questioning authority and doing things your own way, but there are a few things that society has figured out. Angled parking spots are one of them. They're invented or intended to pull straight into and then back out of. When someone does a 12-point turn to back into it, you're making it harder than it needs to be, or you're driving the wrong way into oncoming parking lot traffic to accomplish your boneheaded wrongness. Please, please, please follow the rules in this instance. I have more I could say about parking lots, but that's enough now. You said it. This one says, good morning, Lords. There's been a number of things in my life that must go recently. While registering for a recent MRI, I completed the pre-screening questionnaire on a provided tablet at the end of the registration process, and upon returning the tablet to the registrar, she handed me a clipboard with an exact paper version of the MRI pre-screening questions that I had just answered electronically. Come on, hospitals, one or the other. This unneeded redundancy must go.
Yep.
That happened to me once, and I said, I'm not filling this out again, and handed it back to her.
I've done it already.
She said, I understand. Anything that is perforated that doesn't tear along the perforation must go.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Stickers on produce must go. I have a Sumo tangerine here. No sticker on it because I bought them in a case at Costco. It came from Costco. No stickers. Also, there's the never-ending road construction on 13th South near Lucky 13. That must go. And the bomb cyclone that's been happening back east that grounded the plane delivering my CAR T-cells that were supposed to be here for therapy yesterday must go. If they made it off the ground in the last 24 hours, I might get to start therapy today. And I looked it up, CAR T-cells. It's a personalized immunotherapy that genetically modifies a patient's own T-cells to attack cancer cells.
Oh.
And this is Johnny B. Finally, lymphoma must go. Thank you for your time, Johnny B. Good luck, Johnny. And I hope your CAR T-cells get there. And finally this, hey, Lords, maybe this is more of a look around than a must go. When I stop for gas in my little Chevy Spark, people often ask me, is that electric? Yeah, I just like to douse it with gasoline every now and then. As Bill Engvall would say, here's your sign. Carrie?
All right. I got this one from my wife, things that must go. Faulty automatic windshield wipers that sense the one tiny raindrop that hits my windshield, which makes the wipers turn on. It streaks across, making the squeaky sound, wearing out my wipers. All right. This one from Pat, things that must go. Not being able to see the lines on the road when it rains.
Yeah.
And people just pretending they know where the lines are. So instead of 2 lanes each way, we now have 3 each way. Please use reflective or glow-in-the-dark paint, please. All right, I agree. Kelly of Eagle Mountain. What must go is the overthinking I did during the grammatical section of the show when Carrie said slippery is 2 syllables. Slippery is 3 if you don't say it the Utah way. There, I got it out of my system. See, that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was saying it the Utah pronunciation. Slippery.
But it's not. It's slippery.
No, it's slippery.
Yeah.
Is it? Is
Yeah.
it slippery? Oh.
But I was doing the Utah pronunciation. All right. Peter Bill Bryan here with my thing that must go. I don't like going through drive-thrus because I drive a big truck and it doesn't fit well. I prefer to go inside, but on the rare occasion that I do go through the drive-thru, the point is to make it quick. Otherwise, I would go inside. The thing that must go is when I go through the drive-thru, pay for my order, then they tell me to go around the building and park in front of the doors for my order to come out. It kind of defeats the purpose because I would have just gotten out and gone inside. I'm finding this more frequent, and it must go. Maybe not have the big truck? Just a thought. Anyway, Tristan has one that says you can use my name if you want to. When I leave one innocent comment on a post, and suddenly I'm handed a full-blown application to join a group. I don't want to join a community. I'm not looking for new friends. I'm not here for the other 5,000 posts about sourdough starters or neighborhood coyotes. I just had one thought about it, one post, that's it. If commenting requires a membership interview, a blood oath, and agreeing to the bylaws, maybe stop showing me these posts from groups that I'm not in. Let me comment and go. No initiation ceremony required. Thank you, Tristan.
Gina?
This is so weird because this came up last night, and my husband said, you should do this on Things That Must Go. And we got the exact thing from John in Orem, who says, Things That Must Go. When people are trying to tell you have a great day, why do they feel it necessary to inject the words rest of? Have a great rest of your day, as if it needs to be some sort of clarification that they're referencing this specific period of time that is, just say, hope you have a great day. No, rest of your day. My husband agrees with you, John. Somebody agrees with me. Frying other foods in the same oil you cook your fish in that makes it all taste like fish, that must go.
It happens so much.
When people say, I love that for you, it comes out snotty in my
It does kind of, doesn't it?
I love that for you.
It's not for me.
Healthy food being more expensive than not healthy food must go. Companies making mascara wand brushes larger and larger so that you get mascara on your eyelid, your hair, etc. A larger wand doesn't make larger, longer lashes. Also, people getting black whisk broom fake lashes. And Bill making fun of people's names. It's not their fault. They didn't have a choice in the matter. Thank you for being the best radio talk show. No other one comes close.
Who is that from?
They didn't leave a name.
You're afraid I'd make fun of them.
Probably made fun of it. And finally, this people who go to a restaurant that doesn't have a dress code, no matter how nice it is, and complain about how other people are dressed. I understand wanting to go to a restaurant with a certain atmosphere, but if there's no required dress code, then it shouldn't matter what other people are wearing. Just stare at your husband lovingly and move on. Thanks for letting me listen, Dan.
It sounds like somebody who's given up.
That's my pseudonym, by the way.
Dan?
Dan, I sent that one.
Things that must go on the radio. From Hell Show.
Let's see. We've got a crash southbound I-215 West up 4th North in Salt Lake. It's been about 40 minutes since they reported that one. Have had precious few issues this morning on your commute. If you're having an issue, though, you can text us and let us know. We appreciate it when you do that at 33986. Clark Planetarium presents Lost Wolves of Yellowstone, a breathtaking IMAX journey into the dramatic reintroduction of wolves to Yellowstone National Park. An epic story of survival, controversy, and the wild's return. Tickets available at clarkplanetarium.org.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's see. We will take a break. Play a song for you. After that song, of course, it's the Boner Recap game. All you got to do is call and tell us who won the Boner this morning. If you were listening, you know. That's the easy one. If you weren't listening, I would go ahead and cheat. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
877-602-9696 is the number to call. If you want to cheat and find out who won the Boner this morning, just go to x96.com. Look for the box that says Boners, February 25, 2026. Click on there and vote. The answer will be revealed. The prize be...
The prize be, so we have a chicken bucket. And
Yes.
in that chicken bucket is a Radio from Hell diner-style mug, a T-shirt, a tote bag, a tiny plastic chicken.
That's nice.
And a couple of tickets to Broovies. So you do have to be 21 or older to win this chicken bucket because Broovies is a 21 and older establishment.
So call and win the chicken bucket with the Broovies tickets also inside. 877-602-9696. It's the number to call to get the prize. Sit through the game of the Boner Recap. Go to x96.com, get the correct answer. You're going to win that prize. 877-602-9696. UtahAdvocates.com.
Well, I hate to think of it. I hate to think of people getting injured in accidents, but when they do, they deserve an advocate.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times they just get just get screwed over by an insurance company. They jump at the first settlement that's offered, and they could do so much better.
You should put. You might be listening to this saying, "Well, I haven't been injured in an accident." You might be, or someone in your family might be, and it'd be a good idea to have the advocate's phone number on hand because they want you to get a hold of them as soon as possible after the accident.
801-355-5550 is the number. That number is good any time of the day or night, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 801-355-5550. They don't charge you for a consult on the phone, and if they take your case, you never pay a dime out of pocket. The advocates will fight for a settlement for you, and then they get a portion of that settlement. So it's 801-355-5550, or you can chat online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at utahadvocates.com. And then I was reading a story today, it's here somewhere, that men are often likely to be the ones to fall in love at first sight, as opposed to women, which I think is interesting.
Did they say why that happened? I sent you that death clock story. Do you want to do that?
No, I'm not doing it.
Is it about the band Death Clock?
No,
I thought about that when I saw that.
It's about you can predict the date of your own death.
Really?
I'm not doing it.
I'm sure it's accurate.
I don't want to know.
Death Clock analyzes your age, weight, sex, smoking and drinking habits, BMI,
body mass index,
fitness and diet.
Yeah.
Country of residence.
Yeah. And you did this?
Yeah, I did it.
And how much of it did you lie on?
No, I was totally honest because I want to know.
You put your real weight in there?
Yes.
No, you didn't.
Well, I didn't show it to anybody.
Listen, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put that I live in the Czech Republic. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You think it's okay, but I'm closer to death than either of you.
You don't know till you do it.
Oh, I know.
The death clock includes a disclaimer that the calculator is unlikely to predict your actual date of death.
Unlikely?
And it should be used for fun only, because this is fun.
Yeah. There's a picture of a Grim Reaper there. He's a little cartoon Grim Reaper.
Now, where did you get your BMI?
So your BMI, they calculate it for you. You put your weight and your height.
Oh, I'm not seeing that here.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's to the right there. At the
I'm
top.
not. I won't do it.
I see. Okay.
And that what it basically does is uses statistics
Now,
in all of those areas.
Under sex, can you put yes?
No, it only.
You can't.
No.
Oh, it means your gender.
Yes.
Not whether you have sex.
Yes.
All right.
Now I think.
What did you pick
I'm
for your?
pretty healthy.
What did you pick for your outlet look?
Positive.
Okay. Because suicidal is a choice.
Oh, jeez.
It is.
I was honest about my weight and height. I've never smoked.
I don't think I want to know the date that you came up with either.
I've never smoked. I don't drink a lot. I drink, but I don't drink a lot. Like as I'm filling this out, I'm thinking I'm doing pretty well. I think
you're gonna just bore yourself right into the grave.
And maybe I need to start taking some more chances because with all of this stuff that I think I'm doing right, this says you are going to live to be 75 years, 8 months, and 14 days old.
Well, you should live a lot longer than that based on the boring lifestyle you
That's
live.
what I'm thinking. This says, based on our calculations, you will die on Friday, the 26th of December, 2059.
Oh, really?
Based on their...
Mark that on your calendar.
Yeah, I'm going to put a little...
Do a countdown.
Here's the thing. According to the calculation that I got, I've got another 17 years in me. I can't afford that.
You mean you need to die before that?
I need to die before that. I don't have the money
to live 17
to live 17 more years. I just don't. That could be a problem.
Yeah, I'm not. I really am not going to do it. I wake up every morning and think, well, this may be it. I mean, I've got such a bad crick in my neck today. It's like I might as well die.
Oh, stop!
God. I mean, it hurts, and I don't know how to get rid of it except just keep stretching.
Oh, and this is new to the app.
Oh,
cause of death. Generate a statistically probable cause of death by clicking the button below.
I didn't do that.
This is weighted by the leading causes of death in the world. For example, cardiovascular disease is much higher than drowning, but you can only push the button once.
Well, go ahead.
It says cancer. I think it probably is always cancer.
Cancer will
Isn't it
get you.
always cancer?
Let's see.
Boredom is not a choice.
Now, my wife has just done hers.
Yeah.
She says, according to this, she's going to die when she's 82. She says, I need to stop being so healthy. I don't want to be 82.
Well, and she's got the same money problem you do.
Exactly.
Oh no. She's been.
Oh, no,
I'll bet you she's been socking stuff away.
That and she will replace me in no time.
She's got or with another man. Yeah.
Oh, she says tuberculosis is how she's going to die.
Oh, really?
What?
Oh, honey, and we're flying. We're flying
Wear
soon.
your mask on the plane.
Yeah.
No, I really.
You don't want to do it,
No,
Bill?
I'm not going to do it. I'm serious. I'm not going to do it.
And you know it's not real, right? This is not.
But Gina, I know the circumstances of my life, and they're very real.
Oh,
I don't need to engage in this little fantasy of not real.
Oh, Frank.
Frank.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Frank. What? You heard us talking about death.
Well, when you talk about death,
You're just around the corner.
Yes.
always listening.
You're just like Valentine's Day.
Indeed.
Just around the corner.
Just around the corner. Each and every time.
You're like hunting season. Just around the corner.
Register now.
Yes.
Oh, no, I just wanted to let you know, Bill. It's okay.
Yes. Yeah?
It's just a fun, silly little website. It's got nothing.
It's not real.
Nothing based in reality or science or anything like that.
Is this your website?
No.
Okay.
So, if we could trademark,
you can make some money
we'd
on
do
that.
but we can't.
Death is for everyone. You can't trademark it.
Death is for everyone.
It's true.
Isn't that
That's my sign off today.
That's a lovely sentiment, Gina. Death is for everyone.
Not just our precious celebrities.
No.
Go ahead and do it.
No, I'm not going to do it.
It's just a fake little website.
No.
All right, then. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Frank.
Did you hear him? Go ahead and do it,
Just
Bill.
come on, Bill.
Do it. Come on, Bill.
All the cool kids are finding out. No?
No, I'm not going to do it.
Oh, now, my wife says she was coughing last night. No.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
No, tuberculosis.
Ew.
Well, it is making a comeback along with all the greatest hits.
Yeah, your measles and your...
I deal with this every single day. And here's how I deal with it every single day. I put together a list of 4 celebrities every day, and I read about their lives and how old they are and the age that most of them die.
Yeah.
And most of them die 74, 75.
Yeah, that's the average.
It's right in there. And it's and I wish I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry I brought it.
Let's see. Ella in the chat room says, I'm going to die at 90 from dementia. Oh, that's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Well, you won't know it, so.
Gemma says, wow, I'm only going to be 69, 8 months. Die of kidney disease.
Oh, Ella.
I just read this book. Oh, now I'm not going to think of the name of it. But it's about this flight. People are on a plane, and this old woman walks up and down the plane. I'll look up the name of the book.
Twilight Zone.
No. Walks up, but kind of like that. Walks up and down the plane, and she tells everybody on the plane how they're going to die. Car accident, drowning.
You're all going to die.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's like, ha! And then, and tells them the date and how they're going to die. Like a couple weeks after the plane lands, a young woman, like a 18-year-old woman, she said, "You're going to die in a car accident." Well, the girl's like a TikTok thing, and she's like filming herself driving and saying, "Oh, the lady on the plane said I'm going to die in a car accident." And she actually films herself dying in a car accident. So
Well, this sounds like these Final Destination movies. Yeah.
So then everybody on the plane's like, "Well, this is real. We all know how we're gonna die and when we're gonna die."
And so they take it from there.
And how does it turn out?
Well, I'm not going to give it away.
I'd see that movie, though.
It's
I'd like to see that.
I'll find it real quick.
They better hurry and make it within the next 17 years.
Yeah. Now people are confused about the list of celebrities. Frank and I collaborate on the list.
Yeah, it's a collaboration.
It's really what happens.
Frank will appear and whisper in Bill's ear.
And he gives things to me, and we go over it and say, well, maybe we better use
the
do
book.
this one.
The book is Leanne Moriarty. She does Big Little Lies and all those.
Oh, yeah.
The book's called Here One Moment, and there's a butterfly on the front. It's good.
That'll
It's
be a good movie.
Yeah, it's
or
good.
TV series.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd do it as an HBO series. That's what I did.
Yeah, a lot of her stuff has been HBO. Yeah. And I was excited because we had the scrubbing bubbles, and you put it. They're just bubbles. They're not. There's no eyes.
What was the bubble bath? Mr. Bubble, was that
Mr. Bubble.
Mr. Bubble
In the tubble. Make you really clean.
Yeah. I didn't. And then the No Tears shampoo. That was nonsense. By the
No
way.
more tears.
No more tears. Yet if you got that stuff in your eyes, it still hurt. Maybe not as bad, but that baby shampoo. Babies don't need their hair shampooed.
Of course they
No,
do.
they don't.
Of course they do.
You just blow off what's ever there.
You just blow it off.
Yeah. Simple.
All right. Well, let's see.
I know
believe-
babies.
Yes.
Do we have a contestant here?
Yes. Let's. Looks like Cullen is here. Cullen.
Cullen, is that correct? Cullen?
Yes, that's correct. How are you guys doing?
Good. That's not a name you hear very often, Cullen. Where come you by that? I mean, why'd your parents call you that?
My mom loves Irish names.
I was going to say, you're Irish, aren't you?
That's it. Are you Irish, or
Yeah,
does she
well-
just like Irish names?
Yeah, we did a 23andMe, and we're actually not Irish, but we kind of keep that on the table for now.
Was your family disappointed when you found out that you guys weren't Irish? Really?
A little bit.
Yeah. My ex-wife, her father loved the Irish and loved all things Ireland and sang Irish ballads and all of that, and convinced my ex-wife that they were Irish until she got to be an adult and realized, wait a minute, we're not in the slightest bit Irish. But, well, Cullen,
like my family.
yeah, Cullen, you're going to win a prize here. If you we'll just go through the boner candidates. You tell me which one was the winner, and then you will win this fine prize, which is what, Gina?
Well, we've got a chicken bucket for you that has a mug, a T-shirt, a tote bag, a tiny chicken, and 2 tickets to go to Broovies. If you want to see what they've got, go to brooviescinema.com.
Does that sound okay?
Sounds awesome.
All right. Now, remember, the chicken bucket, when you empty it of the prizes, take a picture of yourself wearing it as a hat and send it in to us at radiofromhell@x96.com. We're making a gallery of people doing that. All right, Cullen. Here, did you hear the boner candidates earlier, by the way?
I did.
Okay. Boner candidate number 1, toilet wars in the U.S. Navy. This is the United States, the USS Gerald R. Ford, the largest warship in the U.S. Navy. Heading back to the Middle East after months at sea. But morale is just running extremely low because, A, they have been deployed for too long. What has it been? 8 months already on this aircraft carrier. And they have bad plumbing. And there are pictures of sailors having to stand in line to use the facilities. And it's always overflowing and stinking, and it's just awful. Morale is running low, as they say. That was Boner candidate number 1. Boner candidate number 2, well, I say sue the richest man in the world for everything he's got. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum said she is considering legal action following a comment by tech billionaire Elon Musk, the world's richest man, that alleges that she's connected to drug cartels. He said he made a comment on a post she had done where she was discussing cartel violence, and he responded to the post saying, she's just saying what her cartel bosses tell her to say. Boy.
Sue him.
And Boner candidate number 3, more stories of ICE out of control. A man and his wife, loyal U.S. citizens, loyal Trump voters. They've been here since, they're now in their 50s, husband and wife. They've been here in the United States since they were 22 years old. And they were just to get on a flight to go on a little vacation from New Jersey to, I think, Boca Raton or Fort Myers, someplace in Florida. And they, there's a picture of them. That's their wedding photo.
Oh,
yeah.
They've been married for quite some time. And ICE detained him because
for months.
They took him away. He had a $15,000 bond. So they let him out. And now he's at home with an ankle monitor. And then there was another story of this poor guy, Peter Yazzie is his name. This is down in Arizona. ICE grabs him up, and he said, look, you can't deport me. I'm Navajo and Laguna Native American, 100% Native American. He had his driver's license, his Social Security card, his birth certificate of decree of Indian blood. I didn't know there was such a thing, but there is. It's called the CDIB. And I just ignored all of that and hauled him away. So there you go. Those 3 stories, those 3 candidates. Which one was the winner, Cullen?
Rightfully so. It was number 3.
Yes, it was. Cullen, you are a winner. Congratulations. Don't forget to take a picture of yourself with the chicken bucket and enjoy the movies at Broovies, okay?
Will do. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Hang on there,
Colin.
All right. We need to mention the wine event that we've got coming up in March.
Yeah, it's
14th, is it?
It's March 14th. It's at the Rice Eccles Stadium Kengarth University Club. Hand-selected wines, perfectly paired food courses, elevated tasting experience at the stunning University Club. If you go to x96.com, there's a banner at the top.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it should go without saying, but I'll say it. You do have to be 21 or older.
And it's already selling briskly.
Yes.
And there's a cap on it. I don't remember exactly how many, but
70?
Something like that, I think.
And it sold out last time we did it. And we just started talking about it yesterday, and we sold quite a few yesterday already. So if you're interested in going, I would go and x96.com. There's just a little button there that says buy tickets.
You know, it's fun. It's just a chance to we have a little wine and a little food. It's not a big meal. It's
No.
you know.
Well, it's 3:00 in the afternoon,
So it's like hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah,
and
you'll
stuff.
be wrapping this up, and then like Carrie had a good suggestion. So Uber there, Lyft there, be at the event with us, and then have the Uber or Lyft pick you up and take you to dinner.
Take you to dinner and then home.
And we're
wherever.
And it's just, you know, we just hang out. It's a nice club. It's a nice, very nice place, very well appointed, and we kind of hang out and laugh and joke and have a few sips of wine, and it's just fun to do.
So go get your tickets at x96.com. Oh, there is a restaurant at the venue, but this is not included in the ticket price. So
no,
let's not confuse people.
There
All
will
right.
be a little food available, but
Yes.
not for that.
Let's see. You could have dinner there, is what the suggestion is.
Oh, I see. Might just stay there and have dinner.
Just stay there and have dinner. All right, we'll take a short break. We'll be back with some big boy news and Opinioendo coming up after these. Stand by.
Listen up.
I meant to tell you, I don't. Katie saved the day for me.
How did she do that?
Or for my family.
she often saves the day.
Well,
but-
yes.
So I went home on Tuesday, and then we had that horrible snowstorm, and my power was out.
Mm-hmm.
And the power was out for quite a while. I don't think it came back on until about 4 in the afternoon. But we were getting kind of hungry, and fortunately we have a gas stove, but you can't. Usually there's an electronic igniter,
Mhm.
but if that doesn't work, you have to light it with matches. And we're looking around for matches, and we found a little book of matches from Katie's wedding.
Yes.
Little box of matches.
From a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Oh, there they are at
There you go.
x96.com/live. What do they say on them? Give love a chance.
Love finds a way.
Oh, love finds a way. That's
It's like
life.
finds a way
Love.
from Jurassic
Yeah.
Park.
Is there a dinosaur
Yeah.
in there? Yeah. So we found that we had those. We were able to light the stove, and my wife was able to make hot corned beef sandwiches. Pastrami, I guess it was.
You don't have like a lighter, like a lighter?
Probably somewhere, but isn't it a much nicer story that we used Katie's matches? Yes, Gina, we could.
I'm just.
Could you describe that lighter again?
I have
the chicka.
Yeah, a little. Yeah, yes, I do have one of those, and I have a big box of diamond matches as well.
Ooh.
But Katie's matches saved the day, which was the point of the story.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Of course.
Chicka.
It is satisfying to light a match.
They were-
like it's a different kind of satisfying than chicken.
I always like to have a match instead of a cigarette lighter when I was a cigarette smoker, because I could light a cigarette in a windstorm with a match, which you can't do with a lighter a lot of times. Yeah, there's this technique where you strike the match and then you cup it in your hands to hide it from the wind.
Can't do that with a lighter. You'd burn your hand.
Yeah.
A
One of those.
chicka.
Yeah. Yes, I have one of
To
those.
some people, matches are a little too satisfying, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
That could be a problem.
Yeah. And we kept that little box of matches from Katie's wedding
For just such an
in the
occasion?
drawer next to the
Yes.
stove.
Yeah.
actually.
Like you do.
Yeah, because it's small, compact. Can't put a big old lighter in there. Just had them there, and we had delicious sandwiches.
Nice.
And Katie saved the day.
All right, 9:20, Big Boy News and Opinioendo now. Brought to you by
X96 welcomes The Cab June 8th at the Complex. Tickets and information at x96.com. Tune in with Nick Davis all week to win tickets.
Always remember, don't ever forget.
The views expressed on X96's Radio from Hell show do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Broadway Media, its management, owners, or advertisers.
This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
Catherine Short, the 42-year-old daughter of actor and comedian Martin Short, has died at her home in the Hollywood Hills. It is with profound grief that we confirm the passing of Catherine Hartley Short, said a representative for Martin Short in a statement. The Short family is devastated by this loss, asked for privacy at this time. Catherine was beloved by all and will be remembered for the light and joy she brought into the world. Catherine was reportedly found dead on Monday evening, according to TMZ, which was the first outlet to report that news. A law enforcement source said that Ms. Short, who was a social worker, died as a result of suicide. One of 3 children adopted by Marty Short and his then-wife Nancy Dolman. Catherine largely kept out of the spotlight, though she sometimes attended events and walked the red carpet with her father. She had a bachelor's degree in psychology and gender sexuality studies from New York University, and a master's in social work from the University of Southern California, and worked in a private practice as a licensed clinical social worker. That's sad. But here's some good news. Johnny Knoxville is confirming that the upcoming Jackass movie will be the last one ever. Be the very
That's
last
a relief.
Jackass movie.
His last one or the last one ever?
I think it will be he says the franchise's last.
I don't
hurrah.
believe that.
Jackass 5 will be the last one, he said in a new Rolling Stone interview. This is the natural place to end, seemingly joking.
This is the natural.
I don't know why.
He's
Knoxville. Well, he's so old now. God, really, it's.
I mean,
hard to do
I mean,
these
he's delusional if he thinks it's the last one. There's money to be made.
So it's going to be absolutely awful, he said. Never was a good idea. It was just fun, you know, how you have ideas that are terrible, but they're fun. Well, this will be that. With Jackass 5 as the franchise's apparent conclusion, how will Knoxville spend his time going forward? Same thing I do day to day. Be a dad, play with our dog, hang out with my wife, work a little bit. Scotland, good news for fans, Scottish football fans.
Oh,
they've
football?
The World. Yeah, World Cup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've gotten the all clear. Scottish fans have gotten the all clear to wear their sporrans at World Cup matches.
Because it's a weapon?
Tournament. Well, no, they're bags. You know what the sporran is?
Yeah,
it's
well, that's
big
what I mean.
Furry
Is
thing
that-
in the
do
front.
they think it's a weapon? Is that why they?
No, it's a bag. Tournament rules only permit certain types of bags into stadiums.
Oh.
And that pouch, traditionally worn by Scots at the front of their kilt, was deemed too large to meet the strict criteria. As a result, there were concerns that supporters would not be able to wear their sporrans to matches against Haiti and Morocco in Boston and Brazil in Miami. Talks between FIFA and Scottish Football Association, however, have reached a positive conclusion for the thousands in the Tartan army expected to descend on the United States.
Then I think if there are women that have a bag that is the same size, they should also be allowed.
Well, they will be. They will be.
You think?
You know that?
It says here, as I previously said, there are only certain types of bags allowed in.
Right.
And it's generally based on size.
Right. And
so the pouch traditionally worn by the Scots at the front of their kilt was deemed too large, but now they've said, no, okay, it's fine. So as long as a woman's bag is not bigger than a sporran, I'm sure they'll be fine.
Oftentimes they have to be see-through.
Doesn't say that here. And there's no such thing as a see-through sporran.
That's what I'm saying. If they are letting men wear
they will. They have to. And speaking of Scotland, McDonald's has been teasing that the Big Arch Burger is going to hit U.S. Didn't they have it before? Didn't McDonald's have a Big Arch Burger?
I've never heard of
Not
the Big
heard of
Arch
the Big
Burger.
Arch. What's in the Big Arch?
It's okay. So McDonald's has officially confirmed that its internationally loved Big Arch Burger is headed to the United States. Maybe that I've just seen it overseas. The new premium burger is made with 2 quarter-pound beef patties, 3 slices of melted white cheddar cheese, both slivered and crispy onions, lettuce, pickles, and a new zesty Big Arch sauce with mustard, pickle, and sweet tomato flavors that might give the Big Mac a run for its money.
So it's a Big Mac with white cheese and a spicy sauce.
Yeah, it's now I think about I've had them. I've had them in Europe.
Have?
Yeah, in Europe I've had them. And they are like a Big Mac, but as I recall, they were bigger and meatier, as I recall.
So they say they're bringing them here?
Yeah, they've been
Will
very.
you try that, Carrie?
Yeah,
they've been very popular in Europe for quite some time.
I'd try it.
The Big Arch Burger is joining McDonald's menus nationwide, for a limited time, while fans in other countries calling it the best burger ever and saying they can't stop eating it.
Guy wants to know if you're thinking of the Arch Deluxe.
I remember we did have the Arch Deluxe here, but we didn't have the Big Arch.
And Mike in Nashville says, I tried it yesterday. Not bad, but you don't want to eat for the rest of the day. It's huge.
Yeah. So they're here already. Okay.
Nashville, anyway.
And that makes me sad because Drake's Cakes has added a new limited-time-only flavor to their lineup in celebration of 100 years of Devil Dogs.
Drake's Coffee Cake.
It's the new Mochaccino Devil Dog, featuring Drake's signature Devil's Food Cake with a brand new smooth, creamy mocha-flavored cream sandwiched in between. And Devil Dogs are delicious. I wish we could get them here, but pretty much they're only in the northeastern part of the United States, and I don't think that's fair.
Devil Dog sounds like a hot dog. It doesn't sound
Well,
like a.
it's almost like a hot dog bun. It's too long.
Oh, there it is, x96.com.
with cream in the middle.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what. It's like
kind
a
of
hot dog bun, but it's got cream in the middle.
Drake's Coffee Cake.
Drake's Fruit Pies. They're the best, man. They make you want to die, as the song used to go. Drake's Fruit Pie make you want to die.
Well, that's not good if it makes you want to die.
Yeah, that's just how good
terrible,
they are.
That's a terrible.
Nick wants to know the difference between a Devil Dog and a Suzy Q. I think the Suzy Q uses a white frosting.
And Devil Dogs are devil food cake.
Yeah, and it's more of a lighter cake for the Suzy Q, as I recall.
Tom Morello is going to reunite with Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band.
Oh yeah, he's going to tour with them
On their upcoming Land of Hope and Dreams American tour. The Rage Against the Machine guitarist will join Bruce and the E Street Band on every tour date, sitting in for several songs each night. As a result of joining Springsteen's tour, Morello is postponing dates on his own recently announced solo tour that was set to take place in May. Morello previously had toured as a guest member of the E Street Band from 2012 to 2015, and so that'll be nice to have him there. It'll be great.
I'd like to see them together.
Yeah. Let's see. Here, Gina, this is for you.
Okay.
A 3-second hack to make you more attractive.
Why is this for me?
Well, because I think you.
Do I need a hack to be more attractive?
Let him finish.
Listen,
Here, let me get the shovel and let him finish.
You're I'm not going to give you this advice.
No, I know. I need to know.
I'm as I was about to say, you're plenty attractive right now, but this is a hack to make you even more attractive.
Okay.
Okay. Dating expert Luann Ward has revealed the one mistake that is killing your own attraction powers without even realizing it. Rushing conversation to fill silence. Thinking more about what you want to say rather than listening, fast movements, or fidgeting. Those simple things can add up to become attraction blockers.
So we can sit and talk or not talk
Yes,
for hours.
Exactly. Ward shared a simple 3-second hack that will make you appear more attractive, more charismatic, Gina, and more memorable. See what I'm saying? More charismatic and more memorable than you already are.
Because I am.
Kind of. And it's called the pause and hold technique. Most people never use this because silence feels uncomfortable. But the moment you learn to own it, you change the way people see you forever. And I think there's actually something to this. Detailing her formula to maximize attraction, she advised to pause for 3 seconds after entering a room or meeting a new person, or pause for 3 seconds before speaking.
3 seconds is longer than you think it is.
I know. So hold eye contact before looking away. Pause before responding to a question. Let a moment breathe instead of rushing to fill it. 1001, 1002, 1003. According to Ward, the method works because pausing shows confidence. People who rush seem nervous. A slight pause signals certainty.
I think we could all use this. Not just me.
If you want to be more attractive, I don't.
You don't care about being attractive?
No, again, you don't listen to me. I don't care about being more attractive.
You're as attractive as you want to be?
I'm plenty attractive as it is.
Okay.
I don't need more attractive. And more than half of adults apparently used coin flips to settle daily disputes. I'm for this. If you get into any kind of a little bit of an argument or a kerfuffle, you say, okay, let's just flip a coin. We'll flip a coin. And that's how
Sure.
we decide what to watch on TV,
Yeah.
what to have for dinner, where to go out.
Weather?
Okay, so 70% chance of rain, likely before 11. Tapering off a little bit to only 40% after that, but we keep it all day long, this chance, and it's quite warm, 57 for a high. Tomorrow, sunny, mostly 55, 59 on Friday, 63 on Saturday. Saturday night is our next chance of rain, and it will be rain because 63 is nowhere near any temperature that would let it snow down here.
All right, so we'll take a short break. We'll be back with your concert and community calendar after these. Stand by.
So,
So
we have a garage fridge.
Fridge in the garage.
Fridge in the garage. And usually the way you get a garage fridge is you get a new fridge for the house
Yeah,
and
and
you
your
move
old-
the old one
usually, yeah,
to the garage.
My mother had the Philco refrigerator that we had when I was a little kid. She had that in the garage. It was still working.
Well, Joe learned that, my husband, that there are actual refrigerators
Meant for the garage?
Meant for the garage,
Oh.
and here's why.
Okay.
Especially up in Huntsville at the farm.
Well, yes.
It gets really, really cold. And a traditional refrigerator that is meant for your kitchen is used to operating between, I don't know what the temperature range is, but a normal temperature range.
That's why my garage fridge is weird.
Yes, because...
Well, how is it weird?
Well, because they will shut off.
Yeah.
Because it's cold. And you think, well, that's fine. But what happens is it can get warm inside.
Yes. And there are sections where it's, cold and not cold and,
So Costco has a garage. It's made specifically for
the
extreme temperatures like that. And so we just had one delivered up at the farm. And I'm so glad because Joe gave me a beef update. You know how we're working through the beef.
And I'm willing to help.
Well, because I think you might have to because so we bought half a cow.
Yeah.
Here, and you know that Joe has a spreadsheet.
You know
where he
which half
keeps-
you bought?
The left, I think.
Okay.
Where he keeps track of what we have. So here's
Mhm.
what we have right now. 51 pounds of ground beef.
Wow.
One brisket, one tri-tip, 2 chuck roasts.
You got gypped on the brisket.
Well, we've eaten
okay.
some. This is just what we have left. 2 packs of short ribs, 3 packs of stew meat, and 1 eye of round, which is probably going to be for chicken fried steak.
Okay.
So we have a lot of beef still, is what I'm
Mhm.
saying. So if
Yeah.
you guys want that, and that's where it's living in the garage fridge. So if you guys want
So
some
you
more,
just want to give us a key to the garage?
you just come get whatever you want
me a-
when you want it.
Give me a key to the garage and I'll help you out.
Okay.
There you
Just
go.
go up there.
But so
Nothing I like better than free meat.
But just interesting that there's a specific. I didn't know there was such a
I
thing.
didn't know that either.
I don't. The only thing I think we just kept beer in it.
Well, yeah. So there's a fridge part where we have drinks, and then there's a freezer part where we're working through the beef.
I think what you need is a tap. And,
just on the
And
outside.
yeah, and have a beer tap in the garage.
Okay. All right, let's get Trent on the phone here.
It's
There he
time once again to turn to our good friend Trent Falcone. He's with Live Nation. He's got his fingers on the pulse of the music scene in Salt Lake. Hi, Trent.
You're damn right.
I know.
Good morning. How are you?
Pretty well, thank you. I'm kind of tired because I've been doing all this winning. Tired of winning, so. But other
Sure.
than that, good.
That can be exhausting. Well, let me tell you about some live music.
Okay.
Let's see. Moon Tricks, Friday night, February 27th. That's going to be at the Depot. That's a 21-plus show. Saturday night, February 28th, 18-plus show. It's a 2000s party at the Depot, so that's a dance party. Bill, I'll see you there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the same evening over at the Union, you've got Go-Go Bordello. So tickets still available for that one. On sales Friday, 10 a.m. Wage War coming to the Union on May 5th. Brothers Osborne at Sandy Amphitheater. That's June 24th. The Adobe Radio Summer School Tour with Honey Revenge, South Arcade, Winona Fighter, Games We Play, and Chase Petra. That's coming to the Depot July 20th. Tomahawk coming to the Union August 8th. Lee Bryce, Sandy Amphitheater, August 20th. And a Utah favorite, Social Distortion, returning to the Union September 23rd. And I think they're with the Descendants, if I remember correctly. So that's a cool show.
That would be a good show, yeah.
Giveaways. Natalie Jane, March 9th at the Complex. We're going to give you 2 tickets to see the show, and those tickets are going to be in Will Call.
So if you want to go to see Natalie Jane and you know who that is, and you're the first person to get through and say, I want those tickets, who is it in there? Dawson? 877-602-9696. Dawson will take your name and get you those tickets. Trent, it's kind of a short list today, but that's great. You can get some sleep.
There it is. All right, I'll see you next week.
Okay, thanks, Trent.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
There you go. Thank you very much. All right.
Katie, you got more stuff?
I do. Just a bit more. Just a couple more things. Going on all weekend and through a long time. You've got the Bug World exhibit at the Natural History Museum of Utah over at the Rio Tinto Center.
It's going to run a long time.
That one's going through September.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's running a long time, but it's going to be cool. Bugs are interesting and also scary, so... The 2026 Vinyl Revival over at Mill Creek Commons is going on. They're doing this kind of daily thing where they're doing big vinyl exposure to people that don't know a lot of like music on vinyl and stuff. I'm not exactly sure, but it looks pretty cool. I think, Bill, you're going to know a little bit more about this. It's the MKP presents She Kills Monsters at the Gateway. It's the play that's going on.
Oh, it's the Mad King Productions.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's our friends who do the Drunk Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And this is a play I think this is the first play that's not a Drunk Shakespeare that they've done.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to them the other day, and they're really a very nice couple who runs that theater.
Yeah, so that's going on through March 8th. The Utah Grizzlies are playing the Tahoe Night Monsters at the Maverick Center. Great name. That's happening all weekend. On Friday, you've got Bad Flower live at the Complex. I know we used to play a little bit of Bad Flower here. City Weekly Soiree over at the Clubhouse on Friday. You've also got the Utah Mammoths playing Minnesota Wild over at the Delta Center. Saturday, Dream Frequencies at the Gateway. This is a really interesting visual kind of deal. And what is the word for a big event of... I don't know. It's kind of like Dreamscapes, it looks like, but it's super cool. Interactive.
An art installation?
Interactive is the word I was looking for. But it looks really cool. You also have our very own Bill Frost Magna Vega. I want to know where he got that name. It's going to be them, Red Pete, and Unseen Corners at Aces High on Saturday night. You've also got, if you're 21 and over, you also have the Hazy Days Craft Market over at Two Row Brewing, which sounds cool. The Utah Jazz are playing the New Orleans Pelicans at the Delta Center. On Sunday, the Utah Mammoths are playing Chicago Blackhawks at the Delta Center. And then the Winter Farmers Markets are still going on, the one at Leonardo on Saturdays and the one at Wheeler Farm on Sundays. That's what I've got so far. If I missed anything, just shoot it over at radiofromhell at x96.com. I'm always happy to add your stuff there. And everything's on our website at x96.com.
Friends from Folk Hogan.
Yes.
Yeah.
27th, that's Friday. The Ice House, 9 p.m.
Is that in Provo?
I don't know.
The Ice House?
No, Ice House is in Midvale, Mid-Murray area. It's over off of like 4800 South or something.
7th East, 48 South.
Man, I'm good.
If the people in Folk Hogan could have called instead of texted, we could ask them.
That, or, always email me, and I will make sure to add those in. I'm sure my friends would be going to that. I'm not going to lie. So that's what's going on. I'll go add that online as well. And again, Radio From Hell at x96.com if you have other things to add.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right. So we will take a break. We will be back after some messages and a song to crawl towards the exits. Stand by.
Please, don't call this day drinking. This is refined. This is special. Cheers, everybody. Please, don't call this day drinking. This is
We've had Katie's dog Vax here in the studio all morning. You haven't heard a peep out of him.
No,
That's because he's drugged.
That too, yeah. But he's just sleeping.
He had his
He had his nuts cut off.
Well, I wasn't
Exactly.
going to say it
He
that
had
way.
he got neutered yesterday.
And did you ask to save them?
No,
Ew.
no, that's not something I ever wanted to do.
I don't know, just as a
in a jar.
Yeah.
We have an oddities shelf, but I already have his teeth up there. I think that's enough.
You have an oddities shelf.
Yeah.
What else is on your
yeah.
oddities
We have
shelf?
a sheep's brain in a jar. We have
And
a
you're
goblin
caviling a dog
foot.
nuts?
Wait a minute. What's a goblin foot?
It's like a raccoon foot. That's just the bones.
What the hell? Are you sure you want to be telling people about this?
We have that petrified bat that I found in the studio like a year and a half ago.
I'd just like to point out that, Katie, this never came up in the interview process.
Right. I avoided that until about 4 years after you guys decided to hire me, so that way you can't get rid of me.
You know, you're telling us all of this, and I'm looking at you on the monitor where your hair is so beautifully red because of the weird lighting or
Yeah.
whatever. and I mean, and you are such a charming looking,
Aw.
just fresh,
Shucks,
wonderful
Bill.
looking person.
Thank
and
you.
you're going, well, there's a sheep's brain.
Yeah.
And-
Well, I also have my tattoos covered up because then when I do this, a lot of people are like, "Oh, she's one of those people."
Mhm.
'Cause you got your
You have all the accoutrements of being one of those people, and yet you don't seem to be one of those people.
You know, I can
is her own
appear
person.
to be that way if I need to for any specific rean, like for guests or whatever. But when they get
Or
to
when
really
trying
know
to buy
me,
a sheep's brain from somebody.
yeah, that was my husband. That wasn't me. But I appear to other people. But when they get to know me, like you guys finally have at 4 years, my true side of absolute weirdness comes out.
Except you're not. You're not weird. You seem perfectly normal to me, and yet you have a sheep's brain.
I fooled him.
I
I've
will
done
say
it.
this: in the future, any applicants to the Radio from Hell show, I do need. I do need you to tell us if you have an oddity shelf.
Yeah, that should be a question on the.
Yeah.
Do you
have an oddity?
I also have a bat that's like encased in acrylic, and its wings are out. It's really pretty. It's really pretty, actually.
Now you say you have this. You call it a goblin foot.
It's like a raccoon foot skeleton thing in a jar.
Why do you call it a goblin foot?
Because
If
it
it's a
looks terribly creepy, like a goblin foot.
It is. It's a raccoon foot, but it's fun to think
Yeah.
of it as a goblin.
Yeah.
I want to see a picture of it.
Okay, I'll take a picture of the oddity shelf for
okay.
you.
I
'cause
do not want you to invite me to your apartment.
That's okay. That wasn't a plan. My apartment's
Okay.
small.
Good.
If I know anything about the world today, though, if you were to present this goblin foot to the internet, it would be seen as true
Correct.
by at least 100,000 people.
Correct. Just like Bigfoot's foot imprints that they make and sell.
The goblins are real. See, she's got a goblin's foot right there.
Don't believe it? Do your research.
Right there. Do your own research.
There's also beautiful bugs and like moths that we have encased. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've had stuff like that. I mean, I had a beetle, a big beetle.
Like one of those
carapace.
rhino beetles or something? Yeah.
And
We've got one of those.
I think it creeped my wife out and she threw it away.
Oh. They're gorgeous.
I
I
said,
have a
"Where
whole
did my
thing.
beetle go?"
I have a whole display that I bought for my husband for Christmas years ago, and it's really cool. It's got a stick bug in it. It's crazy.
I had a
weird little guy.
I had a keychain, which was an alligator's head.
Oh, my friend had a little alligator head when I was growing
Again,
up.
I don't know what became of that either. And I had a cane that was a bull's penis.
Okay. And you're calling me weird.
Yeah, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what became of my bull penis cane either.
Well,
What kind of girl are you? Have you no shame?
My
That's my
ex.
sign off, by the way.
I don't know what became of my bull penis cane. My ex-wife's grandfather had a custom slaughterhouse in Shelley, Idaho, and as a sideline, one of the things he did was make these canes. And I've talked about it on the radio before, and somebody said, "Yeah, you're not lying. I've seen them." And they sort of, it's like a big piece of jerky, but they make it into a cane, and he'd sell them on the side.
I'm sure dogs loved it.
Yeah,
it's I don't. Yeah, they do.
Yeah. I also have like replica dinosaur teeth and a
replica dinosaur.
I do have a piece of an actual fossil from a Triceratops frill because I love Triceratopses. So those are some of my other oddities that I'm super proud of.
And then you have another whole shelf area dedicated to plants.
Oh, that's the whole kitchen. It is. If you go to my Instagram, it is full of all of my plant updates, and it's.
What's your Instagram? Tell her.
Captain CAPT_Katie CAITY. You can go check out that, and I love my plants, and there will be more.
You don't have room to move around, do you?
Not in the kitchen, but it works. I like being surrounded. It's so green in the kitchen. It's great.
All right, 9:49.
I went to the doctor yesterday, to the eye doctor that I visit every 4 to 6 weeks, and the process is always the same. I have to do an eye test with the eye chart, and then they don't dilate. They put numbing drops in my right eye, and then I go back and sit in a little machine, and they measure how the macular degeneration in my right eye, and what that is, just there's like fluid, and it'll cause a little swelling, and it presses against your eye, and it distorts your vision. So if it gets really bad, I mean, eventually it gets bad, you'll be blind. But what it does to me when it starts getting really bad is it'll make like vertical lines. I look at vertical lines; they start to bend and melt.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's almost like being on a ouch. So anyway, they measure that, and then I go back and sit down in the office, and the doctor comes in, and we always chat a little bit before he gives me an injection into my eyeball. So yes, and he's a big fan of bands like The Cure and all of that, but I didn't realize how far back he goes with our radio station. And he said, now let's see, when I was a kid in junior high in Bountiful, there was this KRCL that we just loved. And I said, yeah, that's where we all came from. That's where I come from, where I've been doing this for 40 years or whatever. And he said, oh, I guess I didn't really, I knew you were played that kind of music, but I guess I didn't make that connection. And we got talking about it, and he told me some stories, and one he told me was really cool. He said, oh, there was Bessie the Milk Beast. And I said, yeah. And he said, I tell you, Bessie saved my life. This is the doctor telling. I said, how, what?
He said, drive you to the hospital?
Said I was in Bountiful, and we were going to go to a jazz game. And so a bunch of us piled into a car, and we started driving, and there was a blizzard. And Bessie, the Milk Beast, was right in front of us on the freeway. And that's the only thing that got us down to Salt Lake, is by following Bessie really closely until we got to the Salt Palace and to see the game.
Bessie the Milk Beast was a milk truck where we used to give out Cream of Weber milk at events.
It was painted up like a cow, and he said, "Didn't you guys give away milk a lot?" And I said, "Yeah, we get. If it isn't Cream of Weber, spit it out." And he went, "Oh yeah, that's right. I remember." So he told me this story, and then he shot a drug into my eyeball, but it just got me thinking about how many stories there are like that I would like to know about.
We need to collect these
Yeah.
stories.
So again, I think we've sort of made a bit of an effort to do that. But if you have stories like that, you can email them to us, radiofromhell@x96.com.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I want to collect them and start putting them together in some sort of a form. I'm not sure how that would go yet, but so if you have stories like that, and here's just one more quick one, an email that we just got. It says, hello, I was heading back to Salt Lake City when I got involved in a nasty car pileup. It tore the passenger side off my semi, and I came home with 8 fractured ribs, 4 on each side. So I'm home recovering, hoping to get back to work soon, but I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on with me and to tell you and Carrie and Gina hello. And so who is this? It's Micah, and he says, I'm the one who made the giant blanket.
Oh, Micah, our
He was
friend of the program who was incarcerated for a while and made a big blanket that we ended up auctioning off for the road home.
Is that what happened?
Mhm.
I was trying to remember what happened to the blanket.
Yeah, that was years ago. That was
Yeah.
2 studios ago.
Yeah, Micah, he was in prison for a while.
Well, Micah, I hope you're all right.
I think he says he's getting better. I think I'll send him a little note here. But again, another story, you know, of a
Yeah,
person.
He used to listen to us in prison, and he would. I think it was crocheted. It was a huge.
No, I can't remember how he
huge
did it.
blanket he made.
And it was beautiful, black and white,
it was
gigantic.
It was our X96 logo.
Yeah, and he's just about. I mean, we talked to him in person several times, and he's just about the nicest person, you know. So anyway, those kinds of stories, please send them to us. Radio from Hell at x96.com. I just think we should collect them and bind them up into a book or something.
I'm certainly happy that while I was out driving hither and yon along the Wasatch Front, I was able to be a beacon through a snowstorm.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
For one of our fine listeners. Now, what is that sound?
He was the doctor said, "Did you ever drive that truck?" And I said, "No. That was not for me." He said, "We used to follow it around all the time. Wherever it would go, we'd go there."
And now he's a doctor. See, this music didn't corrupt him.
No.
It made him a successful contributing member of society.
He's not just a doctor, Gina. He's a retina specialist. A retina specialist. And he's a very nice man. Ow! Except he pokes my eye with a needle every 5 or 6 weeks.
He's saving your eyesight.
Yeah. It keeps that from, it just keeps that swelling, whatever that drug that it is. It keeps that swelling down, and for a while there, it went away completely, and I didn't have to get any more shots. But then, I went in for an exam, and he said, "Oh, it's coming back." So,
Do you have wet or dry macular
Wet.
degeneration?
that's the fluid. Wet
Fluid.
The fluid builds up, and I think wet macular degeneration turns into dry, as I understand it. And I'll go blind at some point, or maybe I'll die before I go blind.
Stop.
I'm
Why
not
do you
sure.
say things like that?
Well, because it's just simply the truth. I speak to truth, Gina. You know, I speak to truth.
You always have to. You can just not. Remember that story you did a minute ago about just not saying anything sometimes? You could just do that.
I think that's a good idea.
Oh, see, counted to 3. It's not saying things, it's counting to 3
Oh,
and then saying
oh.
things. Yeah. That might be interesting, though, to try for a day.
I'm actually going to, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just for a day.
Yeah.
Right. Unfortunately, Gina, it'll be on a weekend.
You're not here. No.
Not here.
Well, it wouldn't work out too well here, I don't think. Like of trying to do this promo. I bet you want me to count to 3
No,
before?
No, you don't want it.
All
It's
right.
more work for Katie. For Thursday's Radio from Hell show, I'll have some brand new geek news for you.
And I'll have a full slate of boner candidates for you to vote on.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Now, in the middle of the promo for tomorrow's show.
Can't you hold it?
We're holding it until Thursday's Radio from Hell show here on X96.
Ouch!
I do. I've had to go all morning. I don't know why I didn't go.
I don't either. I took my break.
All right. I think we're good. We get everything done, Katie? Fine job as always, Katie. Live long and prosper, bitches.
Don't you know who I am?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Nick is next.